Wavey fam, have y'all heard about Anchor by Spotify? It's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
So let us break it down for y'all.
Anchor has the tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your smartphone or your computer. It's too easy.
And sharing your podcast is easy too. When you're hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on all listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Just like when you're listening to Everything Wavy, you feel me?
Yep. Plus, Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast, and best of all, Anchor is 100% free.
So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. That's ANCHOR.FM to get started.
I keep my ways wrapped because I'm gifted. Call me Christmas. Ho-ho-hoeesss. Wavey Christmas. Welcome to Everything Wavy. This is our Christmas episode 5. It's your boy, Big Mike, which y'all can call me the Grinch that stole your durag, aka Bad Santa, or better yet, call me Saint Nick with the dips. And I'm with my co-host.
Yo, you guessed it. It's GQ the Snowman.
Yeah! You see it!
AKA Holiday Q. Yo, y'all ready for another wavy episode? All right. Let's get these fun times and good vibes going. Yo, man, what's good? How you feeling? Everything wavy?
Man, I'm good, man. Everything wavy. You know what I'm saying? It's another day. We here. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I'm enjoying my vacation. Definitely not looking forward to going back to work next year. But, you know, it is what it is.
I feel that. That nigga took the rest of the year off.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
What about you, man? Mental good? How's the family doing? Y'all ready for Christmas?
The mental good, man. You know, it's 50-50, you know. Sometimes I'm in the Christmas spirit. Sometimes I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, you know, I can't complain. It's taking it day by day. Family good, you know what I mean? They're the reason why I'm moving how I'm moving, you know what I mean? So can't be down too long when you got a beautiful family like I got, you know what I mean? So I definitely love it. What about you?
Agreed. Yep. Man, mental's a lot better than what it was a couple of weeks ago. You know, we talked about that, but I'm good. I'm gonna only get better as we get closer to Christmas and New Year's Eve. You know, especially with my baby. Her birthday is on New Year's Eve, so I'm always happy and in a good mood when that comes around. You know, the family is good.
Right,
They
right.
ready. You know, the kids keep asking if they can like take a peek or what you get me, and it's like, nah, y'all gotta wait. I want to see y'all open up these gifts. So don't bug me. But they excited, man.
That's good.
The whole family.
The last 14 years, 15 years ain't changed. They know they can't get no gifts until the day. I don't know why they keep asking.
They gonna always try though. They gonna always try.
But yeah, I see you already, man. You done shopping?
Actually, no. I'm done shopping, but I'm still waiting for some stuff to be delivered, and I'm just praying that there's no delay. But for the most part, yeah, shopping is done. They broke me again this year, but
Yeah,
it's all
I'm
right.
pretty much done. I got like a couple of things from my mom, and sure enough, that shit's delayed. It should have been here Saturday, and it ain't here yet. So I'm
See?
hoping to get here by at least by Friday. But if it's no big deal, she still got other shit she can open up. But it just sucks that I can't have everything come like it's supposed to. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, once it come in and she gets it, bro, it's gonna be all good.
Yeah.
That's what we just got to keep reminding ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She more so care about money anyway. So these little gifts is just what I want to get her. So she gonna be happy with the other gifts she got regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. Other than that, man, Christmas it's weird this year, man. 75 degrees out here. It don't seem like Christmas as much. You know what I mean? So, but we slowly
really
approaching.
don't.
We got 4 more days.
One thing about Christmas that I've never really experienced was like I've never got to experience Christmas on the snow. Like with snow and be able to go out there, snowmans and all this and that. And I've always wondered like what would that be like? What would that feel like? But
You GQ the
I
snowman.
don't know. Me and my wife was having a conversation about that.
You GQ the snowman. You gotta make it snow wherever you at. You feel me? Man, nah, that's dope, man.
Shit,
maybe in the near future we can all get together. We can all get together, do like a cabin
Yeah, I'm
somewhere.
thinking like something like Big Bear, some get a cabin and all that. Yeah.
Nah, you think it's small. I'm
dope.
talking about Aspen, Colorado. That's where we need to go. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing no Big Bear. That's for the poors. We going to Aspen, Colorado with that real snow. You feel me?
All right, give me, let me save up some money. You know what I'm saying? We good. Because my family, well, shit, now your family big too now, shit, so we good.
So it's my pocket, like. So we all right. I just gotta wait for my kids to get big. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm waiting on. Once they get old enough, we out of here. Look what you talk about. We out of here. You feel me? Gas up the PJ. No, but man, one thing I do like about Christmas is the traditions. A lot of people I know got traditions that they do every year for Christmas. We kind of have our own little traditions, nothing too crazy, but you know what I mean? It's always good to hear other people's traditions. So do you guys celebrate, any traditions every year for Christmas?
Yes. One of the traditions that we do is we do like the secret Santa gift exchange, and we always do that on Christmas Eve. It's always at my aunt and uncle house. So we'll all get together over there and do the little Christmas exchange. And then we also do like the little elephant game with the Christmas gifts. I don't know if you ever done that or even heard of that.
Hell no.
But it's kind of like, you could either do it 2 ways. Like everyone can bring a gift, which it could be anywhere from like $30 to $50 or whatever. Or like whoever's hosting will have like a bunch of like little small gifts. And what you do is like everyone takes a number. And let's say, for instance, I'm number 1, right? So I can choose a gift and then I open it. The gift could be, like I said, anything. And say you come up next after me.
Right.
You have the option of choosing another gift, or you have the option of stealing my gift. And then it just keeps going and going until all the gifts are open. It's a pretty fun game. It's funny too because there be like some like gag gifts and all of that too. So you kind of never know what you're gonna get, man. But it's fun though.
Right. And then you say y'all Secret Santa and stuff. So when y'all do the Secret Santa, do y'all have like a limit of what y'all can do, or how that work?
So it's a limit as far as the price go on the gift. So this year the gift has to be no less than $100. So that makes it a little interesting because last year I think we did like 50. Yeah, so this year is 100. So yeah, and then we all had to do like our own little Christmas list, so it gives our Secret Santa something to choose from. So we all had to do this elfster.com or whatever, and then we added all the things like we kind of wanted. Nothing too crazy, even though my list was kind of crazy. but nothing too crazy.
Right.
And then that gives the Secret Santa the option, like, okay, like look at the list, and then they get to choose what they want to get them, or at least like say if something they chose something and it's not in stock or something, then they could just go down the list of the next gift. So make sure everybody had options. Yeah,
That's
it's cool.
That's what's up. Ours is pretty simple. You know, one thing we do every year is we change our theme up for Christmas, like the Christmas tree. We got a fake Christmas tree. We got like, 3 of them, a green one, a white one, and now we got a black one. So every year we change up the tradition as far as the theme of Christmas. So one year we was the Lakers. One year we was the Warriors. One year we were just all blue. You know what I'm saying? The Christmas tree. And one minute we was red. This year we're black and gold for royalty. So every year we just change up our Christmas tree theme. You know what I mean? And we also do the whole opening up the gifts, you know, not the gifts, but a gift on Christmas Eve, you know, like maybe around 10, 11 o'clock at night. We'll just open up one gift, you know, but nothing too crazy. And then we always try to have a different type of dish as well for Christmas Day dinner. You know what I mean? We don't just do the traditional, whatever that is. One year we had, you know, a Mexican, you know, theme. Another year we had, you know, seafood. Another year we had like, you know, the hibachi style, you know what I mean? So we change it up every year just to kind of not be so robotic when it came to the holiday traditions, you know what I mean? So that's what we do. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I notice a lot of people do that because we do it too sometimes. Sometimes a seafood boil, or, you know, I think this year we're actually putting steaks on the grill.
Right.
So I think a lot of people, that traditional Christmas food, even that traditional Thanksgiving stuff, like that shit getting played out. So
shit,
gotta switch it up.
The way this world is going and this global warming, it's a little hot for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Pretty soon we'll start having fucking pool parties for Christmas.
Yeah. Shit, I wouldn't doubt it.
Man, this shit crazy out here. 75 degrees in the middle of December. That's unheard of, you know what I mean? So I already got my Christmas outfit ready. I'm wearing shorts. So ain't no jackets and scarf for us out here. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? But man, while we at it, man, you know, again, this is our Christmas episode. So I feel like we going to cover a lot of things Christmas related, and we still get back to our, you know, normal topics and shit like that. But let's try to keep the spirits going, get in that Christmas spirit, and, you know, chop it up a little more as far as Christmas goes. So let's go ahead and hit these Christmas topics.
Yo, man, we've been this our episode with the Christmas themes and all of that, but I've been curious to know, like, and I've been asking a bunch of people too, but I've been asking people like, what's their best Christmas they've ever had, rather as an adult, child, doesn't matter, out of your whole life. Like, what's the best Christmas you ever had? And I've been getting some interesting feedback from people, but I want to know from you, my nigga, like, what's your best Christmas you ever had?
I would say, I know it's still kind of new, excuse me, but I would say probably the best Christmas I ever had was actually last year, man. You know, I literally moved into my new house 5 days before Christmas. So that was probably the best Christmas ever. Like, I didn't care about a single gift. It was just the beauty of just being able to fucking move into a home that I own, you know what I mean? And something I've been working hard for, and I got to do it a week before Christmas, you know what I mean? So for me, that was like the dopest gift ever, you know what I mean? Like, even though we still was able to put up the tree and do all the Merry Christmas type of things, you know, for me, it was just, that was it. Like, nothing could top that at that moment. Like, you know, that was very emotional for me too, to be able to have my first Christmas in my own home, you know what I mean? We literally moved in a few days beforehand, and it was dope, man. And it was also my excuse not to buy everybody stuff. Like, yeah, y'all got a little something here and here, but I just bought you this big ass house. Merry Christmas. What about you?
To be honest with you, man, like, I can't really narrow down like one best Christmas. They've all been good because, it's just a good feeling waking up and sitting down there with your kids while they tearing up the gifts and just happy and smiling. And all the Christmas with my kids involved has always been the best Christmases for me. So I can't narrow it down to just one. If you
Yeah.
ask me, like, for myself, like, Christmas is just, I hate to say it, it's kind of just another day. Like, the feeling and all that is good, but it's just another day. I'm not too concerned about myself or, me receiving gifts and anything like that. I just more concerned about how my wife is feeling on that day, how the kids are feeling on that day, and any of my family and friends that are around me. It's like, as long as they feeling good, I'm feeling good. So
they done programmed us to not care about Christmas. You see that? My nigga tired of getting socks and drawers for Christmas, so he don't even care about Christmas no more. That's crazy.
I ain't say all that.
We gotta fight back.
Words in my mouth.
We deserve gifts. We deserve gifts. You feel me? Nah, but that's dope. You know what I mean? With the kids, the family always make everything, 10 times better. But every now and then, you gotta want something for yourself too, man.
Do I really though? Like, I don't really see that's just me, man. I don't really see the need like that, to be honest with you. Like, if I get something, I'm happy, I'm grateful. But if I don't, it's whatever.
I get it. I only feel that way if I'm being appreciated and giving gifts, throughout the year. If not, it wouldn't hurt every now and then to just be reminded of how good of a person and a father, husband, son, whatever you are, one time a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be every week, every month, every birthday, every whatever, but at least some point, a nice little reminder of thank you for doing all what you've done as a man. A gift would be nice, not just, socks or a card or some bullshit. Every now and then, it don't have to be every Christmas, but, I think every man deserves something of a high caliber gift, especially when you put the family on your back and do what you got to do to make sure they good. Every now and then you deserve, what I'm saying, a little appreciation gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I don't. But for me, it's just, I don't know, man. Like,
I get it.
I'm more just like, as long as everybody else is good, I'm good. There are moments where I do feel like, man, it'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? But I get over that real quick at that point because it's like I just put all the focus into the kids and everybody else and how they feeling.
So. Yeah, you better than me. If I say I think that'd be nice, it better be nice. Right under my goddamn tree. Shit, but what about talk about best Christmas? You ever had a worse Christmas or a bad Christmas?
There's nothing worse than when the holidays come around and you've just like lost a loved one. Those are like the worst. And last year I lost my grandfather, and to get into the holidays and him not be around, not be able to talk to him, watch the games with him and things like that. Like, that's hard. And then this year is kind of the same, but we all are trying our hardest not to be in a Debbie Down type of mood. But, I lost my great grandmother earlier this year and I lost my brother-in-law earlier this year. So, just knowing that you're not going to be able to see and talk to those people, that's like, right. That's hard.
Right. Yeah. Same here. Nothing can really be as worse as death. You know what I mean? So for me, December is also like a dark cloud over my family, which is, I think, one of the reasons why I try to make it so cheerful and so jolly, because we got a couple of deaths in the month of December, dating back to my grandmother, you know what I mean? And of course my auntie as well. So December ain't really a pretty month, for us at all. So, it's been years since they passed, but like, y'all's is still kind of fresh. So it doesn't seem like y'all will ever be able to fully enjoy it. But, at some point when you really start to think about it, like, we use our time of this year to capitalize on the memories we had with them, talk about the good old days when they was here. Sometimes we even say, what if he was, or what if she was here? How you think things would be? So that kind of help us have a little light heart to the scenarios as well, by just kind of, talking as if they were to be here, you know, and that kind of helps everybody kind of get out of a funk, you know what I mean? That's just our way of, you know, coping with it. But, you know, other than that, man, that's the only time I've ever considered, you know, Christmas to be quote unquote worse is when, you know, you think about the death, you lose someone in the family or whatever the case may be. So that's probably mine as well.
Yeah, because it's like when my great grandmother was here, you know, Christmas Day was always at her house, and now,
right.
you know, granted, you know, I have my family and all that's out here in Vegas, but you know, she was living with me when she passed, and you know, it sucks, man. It really, really
Yeah,
sucks.
I hear that. Right.
But again, you know, I try to focus on more of the positive than the negative, you know, and that kind of gets me and my family through the holidays. And I'm sure it does other people too, like yourself and your family. So, you know.
Right, right. Well, you know, talking about worst Christmases, have you ever had a worst gift? Have you ever received a bad gift or, you know, a gift that you just didn't need?
Nah, I've never received a bad gift. I mean,
You know,
well, it all depends on your definition of bad, right? So, any gift I've ever gotten, I guess you could say, I was able to find a need for it or use for it, but was it something like I was expecting or wanted? Like, hell no. But you know, it's not about the gift. You know what I'm saying?
here you go.
It's about the thought. So
fuck that thought. That thought is, if you know me and you love me, you gotta get something that I'm gonna like. It don't gotta be expensive. It don't gotta be exactly what I want. But if you know me enough to want to give me something, try to give me something within my likings. You know what I mean? Like, don't just give me nothing because you think I want it or you think I need it. Give me something that you know I would use or want, or, you know what I mean? Like, I hate those, it's a thought that count gifts. Man, if you don't get that shit out of here, you could have get at the charity. You know what I mean? Like, I think the worst gift I've ever gotten, shit, I don't even remember.
damn, it's that
I
bad.
think I got more bad birthday gifts. Nah, I just got I don't call them bad gifts, but I've received, like, I hate to say it, but like my dad be giving out some of the, I think Finger Hut need to stop giving him, giving his ass fucking extra credit because he be over there going ham on Finger Hut, bro. I'm like, I don't know. I think one of the worst gifts I ever got, I know it's a thought that count, but it was like a fucking collection of like quarters. It was like a little coin collector set or whatever he got. Like, it was like a buffalo quarter, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm
you mean like them silver dollar type quarters?
Those, yeah, the shit you see in the commercial, yeah, those types of shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm 31, 32 years old at the time. Bro, I do not fucking need that. I don't have no need for that whatsoever. You know what I mean? And that was like, you know, again, it's the thought that count. But, bro, I'd rather you just give me a hug and say, hey, Merry Christmas, than give me some shit like that. I can't even tell you where this shit's at right now, to be honest with you. So, I don't want no Buffalo Nickels, no Canadian nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just save it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it. You know, that was like probably the worst gift I could think of off the top of my head right now. But I'm sure it was stuff I got worse than that before. But that's probably the more recent one.
See, the worst gift is probably me not receiving a gift at all. I always get that, you know, oh, you got kids and I don't buy adults gifts. And it's just like, all right,
yeah, that's my auntie Michelle. She's like that. Only the kids get gifts.
It's like, damn.
I get that. Yeah. I wouldn't call it a worst gift. I just, you know, as I got older, I realized, you know, yeah, you're right. You know, only kids get gifts because, I mean, what really do most adults want anyway? At this point, shit, pay a bill.
Right.
Pay a light bill, pay a water bill, some shit for me. You know what I mean? I'd take that as a gift, but yeah, that was a good one too. Only kids get gifts.
So it's just like, you know, I mean, you know, worst gift, bad gift, again, it doesn't really matter to me. You know,
Hey man, I'm about to talk to Sharana, man. She got my
not
nigga over here
no
not really
nigga,
expecting good gifts, man.
no.
Just
Look,
blink if let me know if you need help.
it ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? She take care of your boy. Don't worry about it.
Y'all get the nasty Christmas gifts. Okay.
I mean, gift is a gift, right? You feel me?
You be wrapped up under the tree, huh? Okay.
This is
young mistletoe.
This is supposed to be a PG-13 episode. What is she doing?
Shit. You seem bad, Santa. PG my ass, but nah. You know what's crazy though? I just seen this shit on Instagram. I think Joe Budden and the Plies was talking about it, like couples, new couples, or single people who just messing around with another person. Like, what type of gifts do you give them, or do you even give someone who you barely been with gifts? You know what I mean? Like, if you just been with this person for maybe a few months and Christmas comes around, do you really expect to get them a gift, and do you expect to receive a gift? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think if I'm dating somebody and you know the holidays and stuff come around, you know, if I really like you and I fuck with you like that, I'm gonna get you something. And then in return, like at least you would think about getting me something. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just why? What's so wrong with that?
I mean, first of all, I think new couples should talk about those types of things. You know what I mean? Holidays coming up, you only been dating for 3-4 months. And just like, do you really expect a gift?
I'm not expecting nothing extravagant.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting nothing $200, $300,
right,
$400,
but you want something.
But shit. That's where those like, saying house shoes, some, saying a couple of shirts or something. That ain't shit. I'm not asking for a fucking Rolex or brand new car or some shit like that, but just a little something.
Shit. I mean, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying, but I mean. If y'all it depends on how long you've been messing with talking to this person. Like, if you really fucking with this person, not just fucking the person, you know what I'm saying? If you fucking with the person and you really trying to make it happen, yeah, a nice little small gift of a gesture, and then as the years go by and y'all get together, y'all still together, then the gift prices can increase. I get that, but it depends too, because I don't know. Not everybody deserves a gift. You know what I mean? Sometimes your presence is a present. You know what I mean?
True that. And I'm not even saying like it's mandatory, but I'm saying for me, like, you know what I'm saying? If I fucks with you, I'll hook you up with something. Like I said, it ain't finna be nothing super extravagant, but at least enough to let you know, like, I thought about you during, Christmas shopping and shit, so I hooked you up.
If we under a year and we're still talking or still hanging out, I ain't buying you shit. Because it's been almost more than a year. 6 months or more, and we're still just considered to be talking or just going out and dating. I ain't buying you shit. You ain't serious. I ain't serious about you.
But look at it like this, though. You out, you dating, you probably spending money anyway when you go out to eat and other shit like that, or, movies or whatever.
What year are we talking? What year are we talking? Because you know who you talking to. You already know who you talking to. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go. All right.
What kind of shit is that?
I'm just saying. All right. So since you know what I'm saying, Mr. 3 months in, want to give somebody a gift, is there a price limit?
Yeah, there's a price limit. Like I said, it's gonna be something small, like a quick little. I was thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Give an example. What's a small little gift from Snowman?
A small little gift is like I said, like, saying some house shoes or, maybe even like what's some little holiday baskets or whatever, like the little edible arrangements or something like that. Some, you know what I'm saying?
And you dating a woman in 2021? Yeah, y'all done after that. You about to be called a broke boy and everything else. Okay, well, call it what you want.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just telling you how the climate is right now. You think you finna give a girl in 2021 some edible arrangements?
Fuck yeah.
All right. She gonna take it. But she for sure gonna get on after that.
Okay, now they tell me a lot about her ass too.
Mm-hmm.
Now they tell me a lot about her
that. You should know about that before you got her edible arrangement. It's rough out here, man. You better read the room.
If a chick fucking with a dude 3 months in and she expects to get like some extravagant ass gifts or some shit, she tripping.
Yeah, he been married for a long time.
Okay, bet.
Because first dates now, chicks out here talk about. I just seen a chick on Instagram talk about, is it bad that she's expecting a down payment from a dude to go on a first date, just so that it's not wasting her time. So if it doesn't work out, at least she was compensated for it.
Wait,
That's
so she asking for a down payment on the pussy? Are you fucking serious?
No, she does a down payment. Like, basically, you got to put a down payment to date her.
No. She asking for a down payment on the pussy. That's what she asking for.
I mean, shit.
Let's keep it real.
Call it what you want, but these women nowadays, not all, but a vast majority is expecting something high end, you know what I mean, as a gift. Don't give a fuck if it's the first day, it's the first week.
That sounds like some bullshit. And there's fuck niggas out here that's doing that shit, that's allowing more females to think that way. Because a real nigga not going for that shit.
Yeah, some real niggas do though.
Okay, so you gonna put a down payment down?
I said real nigga. I'm not a real nigga. I'm Mike, nigga. You know, just know about me. I got down. I'm out the game. You know what I'm saying? If I was still in this game right now, yeah. You already know.
All right, bet. Little nigga down payment Mike.
Man, look, you want me to get hanged? We can get hanged. You know what I'm saying? You know damn well I wasn't paying a motherfucking thing.
That shit just sound crazy to me, bro. Like,
that's what it is, man. Time is money, and if you don't got no money, you can't have their time.
At the end of the day, I'm not knocking any chick's hustle that's pulling that game out here with niggas, down. But I'm
knock
good.
That down.
What'd you say?
I said, knock that shit down. You talk about you ain't knocking the game, nigga. Nah, knock all that down. Like, give a nigga time before you expect something extravagant. You know what I mean? Like,
but again, it's fuck niggas out here that's paying. They don't have an issue with that. A lot of these niggas can't get girls just off of swagger, just off of personality. So these niggas got to cough up money. So
paying's been a part of history, though. You know what I'm saying? You paying in one shape. We may not be giving her money directly, but you paying in some shape or form. You know what I mean? Whether it's direct or indirect.
I don't disagree, but
you got to
the form in what we talking. Nah.
Young guys, a whole new topic, y'all. We over here talking, but you know, what about for married couples? You know, speaking that both of us are married now, you know what I'm saying? What type of gifts? Well, you don't even care, so that don't even matter.
All right, nigga, talk your shit.
Nah, my wife actually do too much. I can't even front. Like every year we'll try to set a limit. All right, 2 gifts, you know, and then she'll still out fucking buy like 4 or 5 gifts. Like, dude, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, she's like, yeah, I know, but you know, and I don't ever trip about Christmas as much because I got a birthday coming right up after that, and that's way more important. You know what I'm saying? So That's like a national holiday. So for me, I don't care for the Christmas gifts when it comes to her because, you know, we look out for each other, but she always outdo herself for every year. We know we try. All right, one year I think we said last year I'm buying a house. So it was like no gifts. You know what I mean? And yet she still bought a fucking gift. You know what I'm saying? So, and she paid attention too. So I can't complain. Like, you know what I mean?
I think that's more
hints out like there too.
The personality of a person, right? Like if purchasing gifts for people that they care about and they love is important to them, like no matter what, they're always going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to overdo it. You know, make sure it's like the best gift possible from them.
Or I could just really be like a good nigga and she want to take care of me.
Okay. You know? I'm not disagreeing. But there are different ways, you know what I'm saying, that someone could take care of someone that they love with showering them with gifts and things like that. And gifts aren't always like something you unwrap, you know, or something that you could just throw on, put on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Gifts come in all shapes, forms, fashions. So just all depends.
Yeah. Peace of mind is a good gift for me.
Indeed.
Reinsurance is a good gift for me as well.
Indeed.
You know,
talk your shit.
Sometimes just land in her lap, you know what I'm saying? Let her brush my waves, you know what I'm saying, with the grain. that's a gift as well too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and that shit
I'm
money
simple.
can't buy. You know what I'm saying? At all.
I'm simple, but she also know my taste, and she like to do a little bit of both. So I'm pretty lucky. You know what I mean? So, and then I try to do shit like buy her house, give her a big ass wedding, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So we even. You know what I mean? But shit, I can't give her enough to what's about how good she's been. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, this year, fresh off a newborn, I just discovered this thing called a push gift. I
Oh,
gotta get her a push gift and a Christmas gift.
what the
Push
fuck?
gift is basically a gift that you give your woman after having a baby.
Oh, that's some new shit to me.
Nah, it's people. It's been going on for a while. I just got hip to it. You know what I mean? So some people do that. And I found out, oh, that's actually kind of cool because birth is not easy. And then she done popped out 3 for me. So a little extra thank you gift for that, especially this last fucking pregnancy. Something a little extra on top of Christmas is definitely, something I'm gonna do for her because it's well worth it. If it's deserving, it ain't a problem. You know what I mean? And she deserves a lot more than what, what I'm saying, I give.
I,
So,
I respect that, big dog. I respect that.
yeah. But in order for us to, keep doing what we doing for our women and family, we're going to have to get into these commercials. So with that being said, let's get into our first one of the day, our high tie segment. You know what I'm saying? Highlighting some of the up and coming businesses out there, whether it's black owned or whether it's someone who's just on the grind. We want to make sure we highlight them and get them the exposure they need. So check them out. This week's High Tie shout out goes out to Clean. That's KLEN. Clean is a body, beard, and skincare for men. It's organic, all natural with vegan ingredients. Yo, shout out to my boy Antonio for putting me on. Y'all can check out the IG page at Clean for Men, or you can check out the website at www.cleanmen.com. This is not just an ad. I also use the product. I love the body cream. It's A1. It smells good, goes on smooth, and it leaves my skin moisturized throughout the day, leaving me feeling real clean. So y'all make sure y'all cop y'all some using the promo code EASY15. That's EAZY15. Let them know the fellas over here at Everything Wavy sent you.
Jingle bells, goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down.
And now it's time for sports. Stephen Wade Smith here, you know what I'm saying? It's our sports talk, you know what I mean? Y'all ready? You know what I'm saying? We got some sports topic, you know what I mean? Again, ladies, y'all gotta stop hating. We men. We're gonna talk about this sports shit. So y'all can fast forward, but we ain't going nowhere. Sports talk is going on. So let's get into it, bruh. Christmas is for the kids, but the NBA Christmas game is for the adults. You know what I mean? So we got some good games coming up this Christmas. We got the Lakers versus the Nets, the Warriors versus the Suns, Hawks and Knicks, Boston versus Bucks, and the Mavs versus the Jazz. What's your predictions?
All right, so I'm a Laker fan, so I'm always gonna go with the Lakers, but I'm a little concerned with everybody still trying to get out of that protocol.
Right.
But I'm still gonna go with the Lakers on that one. Surprisingly enough, I got the Suns beating the Warriors. I got the Hawks beating the Knicks. We come back to that one. I got the Hawks beating the Knicks. I got the Bucks beating Boston, and I got the Mavs beating Jazz.
Okay.
What about
I got
you?
the Lakers winning, by default. I'm always going to pick the Lakers. But I think it's perfect timing that the fucking Nets want to allow Kyrie to come back and play an away game. You know what I'm saying? And it so happened to be the one against the Lakers. They think they slick.
Thanks.
The NBA smart too because they know they're going to get mad fucking views. So Lakers for sure going to win that one. I think we're going to win in overtime. Don't ask me why I feel that way. Warriors and Suns, I'm going to go with the Warriors. After finding out Steph's outside life, that man on fire right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the Warriors go. You know what I'm saying? Take that victory. I'm actually surprised at my son and taking him to the game against the Suns. So we got some pretty cool seats or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'll be in Laker gear, but I'll be, hopefully the Warriors will win. Hawks and Knicks, I'm tired of seeing them, but I think the Hawks gonna win. Boston and Bucks, as long as Giannis playing, fucking the Bucks gonna win. And then I got the Jazz and Mavs. Luca's still kind of chubby, still out of shape. So I think the Jazz is overall a better team right now. So I think the Jazz gonna take that. So those are my predictions.
Okay. As far as the Jazz and Mavs, I think the Mavericks always kind of show up on big game days like Christmas. So
Yeah,
I'm still sticking with them though. But to
right, right.
rewind it back to the Warriors and Suns, it's been a pretty good matchup each time that they've played.
Yep,
So I think it's been what 1-1.
yep.
So
One and
this will
one
be
so
their
far.
third game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I could
I
be,
got the Suns
yeah,
on this
one and
one,
one.
especially they gonna be in Phoenix. So
Right, right. Now that's dope. I mean, it's doing that's up for a potential Western Conference final matchup. And
I agree.
they both living up to it right now. Even though we want the Lakers, but the Suns and the Warriors is playing how they're supposed to play. So it's gonna be a good game, man. They both called each other's numbers the last couple games. You know what I mean? But I think overall, the Warriors is gonna just simply win off. Off the back of Steph. I was hoping Clay was coming. He probably won't be back to January. You know what I mean? And then with the
Yeah.
Lakers, bro, we just got to be faithful. You know what I'm saying? We got to be faithful, bro. But AD's out 4 weeks with an ACL strain. We can't catch a fucking break, bro. We
No,
can't
we
catch a
can't. But
break.
then I still say we've played better without him.
True,
Crazy enough.
true.
So just need everybody to get back, able to play, get out of the protocol, and I think we'll be all right.
Right now, this is a reassuring thing. This is like a thing that we do it every fucking year. The moment a player don't get right, we go into trade rumor talks. Now I'm seeing talk that we. How you feel about that?
No, that's stupid. We
Right.
definitely don't need to trade him. He just need to get his mind right. I think you said it last episode where he just got married, he's still in a little honeymoon phase and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and maybe sitting on his ass for a minute, healing and shit, and watching, saying everybody else play. I'm sure he's gonna be traveling with him still, but
Yeah, he was at the Chicago game.
maybe that'll
Hopefully
help
he
him get
hearing
his
the
mind
critics
right.
too. I think him being married, a lot of players play better when they got they side chicks in the stands. You know what I mean? Only LeBron and Kobe plays better when they married. Everybody else they need their bitches in the sideline. Without their bitches in the sideline, sometimes they play like trash, bro. And AD over here playing like trash for sure. I seen a little highlight clip of him, man. He was missing everything. He just looked unsynced, out of sync. I think he got too much muscle on him because he airballing shots. He, what I'm saying, hitting the backboard. It's just like, man, I can't call it with him right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe this break, might give him a second chance, but right now, bro, he is definitely looking more like the weakest link. I think he surpassed Russell right now.
Yeah, maybe it could be even a thing where maybe he trying too hard too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure a lot of the talk or the pressure is just like you're the number one on the team, this that and the other. Maybe he not ready for that mentally. I don't know.
We put that pressure on his ass in the bubble too, and he kind of held his own. And last year, before he started having his little moments of getting hurt, he kind of had his moments, But for some reason, this year,
And
he
maybe
just
that's
ain't
another
found his
thing too,
rhythm
though.
yet.
Maybe it's the injuries too. Maybe
And
the
that's his whole
consistent
fucking career,
injuries
though.
and all of that. Maybe he ain't really healed up all the way when he came back from the first one. It could be a bunch of
True,
shit. So.
true. That's a good one. I mean, I feel like this. A lot of his struggles. I think he's shooting like 19% from the three now, but you 6'11". So if you shoot 19% from the fucking three, take your goofy ass inside and shoot all twos and hook shots and dunk. What's so hard about that? Go get fouls, get your point at the free throw line, make up for it where it counts. You know what I'm saying? The threes ain't falling. You got the inside. You're 6'11". Like, why are you shooting that many threes any fucking way? But I don't want to spend too much time on talking about AD. He's gonna piss me off. Yeah, I bought that nigga jersey, so I'm hot. Like you ain't playing right. I ain't putting that on my body yet. Man.
Oh man.
But aside from AD, man, the NBA looking like a wild west right now, man. You got all these NBA players in protocol right now. I think about 56 players in total are in protocol. You
Yes,
think
and if you look at some of the past games, you look at the lineups. The lineups looking crazy. Like who is this?
a lot of motherfuckers getting called up from the G League. They emailed me yesterday talking about, do I want to play tomorrow? I was like, what? I got to shoot this pie. I'm like, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So y'all listening, I passed up on playing for the Lakers to make sure this pod comes out on time. So y'all better appreciate this.
This nigga.
Don't do me like that. I give a nigga a good 10. Easy. Right now, fresh off the chair, nigga, I dropped 10, about 2 layups, 2 free throws, and a couple jump shots, nigga. Don't play with me.
I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
I still got the skill set. Now, I ain't finna be out there flying high, flying and shit, but don't get it fucked up. I'll Carmelo a nigga to death. You know what I'm saying? With some jab steps. Ref. Stop playing with me. I'll give y'all niggas 10 easy. So call me after Christmas, Lakers. I got y'all.
Yo, they even postponed a couple of games too. Like, and
yeah, man.
I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, let me pay a little bit more closer attention to the world, because if this COVID thing is getting worse again, where it's causing, the NBA to postpone some games, it caused the NFL to push some games back. That's why we having some on during the week, early in the week, versus on the Sunday and all that. So I don't know, man. You think we're going to end up back in the bubble or something?
As soon as I thought that, you know what I'm saying, if we do go back to the bubble, you already know Lakers winning. You know what I'm saying? We the bubble champs. Fuck y'all talk about. So they don't want us back in the bubble. But as soon as I thought about, like, oh, shit, we about to shut down, probably going back into, the bubble or take a couple of games off. Because, the hockey, they took the rest of this week off. They're not going to play no more games until after Christmas. So they just going to take a break. You know what I mean? So I thought maybe we would too, but Adam Silver just came out like a couple hours ago and said we ain't closing down. Like we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And if they got to, they gonna just call motherfuckers up. How they been calling motherfuckers up? The G League, had like maybe 15 players get called up in the last couple of days. So I think they gonna ride it out. The only reason why
I also don't think they can afford to shut down.
No, I don't think so either. We got a good groove going right now. But also, I think one of the reasons why they're not going to shut down, my personal opinion, is because everybody is quote unquote vaxxed. So they feel like, it won't be as bad since everybody's vaxxed. They're going to just ride it out. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, if y'all vaxxed, y'all won't get the bad end of the stick. So it'd be, more so just keeping the fans safe and so forth, wearing your mask again, things like that. But they're not gonna shut down. Like they fuck that. Adam Silver made that loud and clear. But I personally think they should. They should have shut down this past weekend and just had especially these marquee for the Saturday. Like we want to see these superstars play. We do not want to see Wayne Ellington and Isaiah Thomas versus, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know who the fuck on the backup team on the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people who pay money to go to Laker games this Christmas game, and they gonna be pissed if LeBron and them ain't playing because of some protocol shit. Even though LeBron got the protocol pass, I think a lot of players would be mad, and I think a lot of fans would be pissed that we gotta watch these motherfuckers play against, a fucking high school team. You know what I'm saying? So,
man,
it's crazy, man.
Well, they cleared the white.
And
they
THT.
cleared. Yeah, that was today, right?
Yep, both of them cleared.
Yeah, so they still got a few more days until Saturday. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually a little excited to see Kyrie get back on the court. I think it's bullshit how they putting him back on the court, but nonetheless, though,
that's a gift. That's hard right there. That's a gift from the NBA. Like, look, we just scrutinized this man all this time, and we've been doing all this and that whole time. He been over there getting healthy, working on his game. Once he showed a little picture on his IG with the tennis shoes, I knew he was coming back soon. And then once I saw the little protocol, I'm like, okay, they put him in protocol this week, so these next 7 days, he'll be out just in time to go to the Laker game or whatever. So yeah, I think it's perfect. So expect the ratings to be crazy that game. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to see Kyrie play and all that, and Stephen A. and all them gonna be on the edge of their seat, waiting for him to play a bad game so they can just, what I'm saying, talk shit for the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be must see TV. So I can't wait. Um, but yeah, man, this is these protocols and all this shit. A lot of people getting it fucked up, confused too. I think a lot of protocols is just based on the motherfucker might have just had a negative test or two, and they're not necessarily sick, so they just want to give them a couple days to see how their body react, and then they letting them back out. You know what I mean? So I think they're just doing their part off small signs of what's going on, but you know the news and shit making it seem like, oh, players is back out here, spreading the shit. So that's not the case. I just think they're taking precautions. You know what I mean? So, but it is
It
crazy
could
to
be
see.
that. It could be that, or it could be just a double check. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we've been seeing a lot of players like, oh, I'm vaxxed, but they not vaxxed, fake cards, this, that, and the other. Okay, let's get some of y'all in here and let's double check y'all up real quick.
Right. Right. That makes sense. And there's a lot of superstars too, believe it or not. Like that makes real sense. Like, Zach LaVine has been Giannis. Giannis don't go outside. Like once he go to the gym and go to the game, they go right back home. Like, so for him to be on protocol, that was pretty interesting. You know what I mean? So a lot of star players has been going on protocol.
Yeah, because
Maybe
the
like you
NBA
said.
don't want that. The NBA don't want to get that same thing that the NFL is dealing with their players. So we like, no, let me
Right.
go ahead and double check y'all real quick.
Right, right. Y'all come in here real quick. That makes sense, but how everything plays out. But that's a topic for another day as far as the rest of the world goes. But I
Yeah,
think with sports, they're just gonna keep rotating players and things like that. So you know, but while we on the Christmas games, I've been seeing a lot of people, including Gilbert Arenas, talk about teams we don't want to see on Christmas. Is there anybody on this Christmas game list that you would rather not see?
yeah, the Knicks.
Yeah,
I
the
would have
Knicks.
preferred to see the Hawks versus like Chicago or something like that.
Right. You know what? I would have preferred to see the Clippers, believe it or not, because they're still a good team. The Clippers versus the Bulls would have been a good one. And then one of the more underrated, exciting teams, low key, is the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like that's must see TV right there. So I'm surprised they're not playing some way
Oh,
somehow.
Charlotte and actually the Timberwolves would have been a good one because got them
Ooh,
two high
yeah.
fly dunkers. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been a good one.
That would have been a good one. You know what I mean? And I feel like me personally, I think Christmas games should be like a reward. It should be like your record or your entertainment value should be based on you playing on Christmas game. You know what I mean? Like, of course, the Lakers is marquee, Nets is marquee, Warriors and Suns. No, that's no doubt about it. But everybody else, like the Bucks, of course, or Giannis. But I feel like everybody else should fill those slots in based on their performance up until that point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, I know they already kind of have the Christmas game schedule done way before the season even started, but
Right.
just imagine if they kind of waited a little bit and just like, all right, you know, the Hornets is exciting. Let's put them on because how to play, believe it or not. You know what I mean? He actually doing this shit. The Bulls is definitely excited. Were they all of them healthy? Ooh wee. Them boys out there high flying. So with that being said, I feel like, they should really kind of read the room and kind of give us what we actually want to see. Because I don't really want to see the Hawks and the Knicks. I'm tired of them. You know what I mean? We gonna see them in the playoffs again, So shit, the Cavaliers even playing pretty good right now. Just
True.
reward the teams that's actually fun to watch because that's what you want to see. You want to sit on the couch with your family after you open your gifts up and put on your new pair of socks and you know what I'm saying, and watch your team play and see some fun shit. We don't want to see this bullshit that they be doing, but who
Now,
are
do you
we?
think they're choosing these teams to play on Christmas due to the city that they're in? Like you
Yeah,
look at
it's
LA, then you look at Brooklyn. You know, what I'm saying you got
yeah, it's value.
Frisco, and then
It's
you got
value. Yep.
Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Marquee got marquee teams already. The Knicks is a marquee team. It's a $5 billion organization. You know what I'm saying? It's Madison Square Garden. It's marquee. No matter what they do, on the court, they are, they still a power to be reckoned with. So they gotta play. The Hawks is just exciting because of Trae Young and them. So you put them on. I get it, but like Nets, the Lakers, the Warriors, those are not only a marquee franchise, but they're fucking got marquee players. Like who the fuck don't want to see them? You know what I mean? But I don't want to see Donovan Mitchell. I don't want to see Luka slow ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, he good, but I don't really want to see him. You know what I mean? Like, not on a Laker Christmas game, excuse me. So that's just my preference. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I would rather see some more exciting teams play, like the Bulls, Hornets, Clippers. You know, that way
I
we can
100% agree with you on
worth,
that.
if that makes sense. Right, right. But yeah, man. Enough about the NBA. Talked about briefly about NFL, but now let's go in more in depth with it. Now, I had it in my mind to ask you what it would be to actually, would you consider the NFL to have their own version of Christmas games? And then I went through my phone earlier, and sure enough, we actually have Christmas games this year on the NFL. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that new?
I want to say no, that's not something new because last year we had a team play. The
Oh shit!
NFL is normally known for the Thanksgiving.
Right.
NFL normally has that sold up. Um,
Okay.
but I think recently, last couple of years, there have been one or two teams to play on Christmas Day.
I'm asleep. I did not know that. Because the Laker game. I mean, excuse me, not the Lakers, but the NBA games is usually from like 10 a.m. damn near to nighttime. So I've
Yeah,
never
it's all
even
day.
turned the channel. You know what I mean? So I didn't know, but I saw it, today, and I was like, oh shit, that kind of answered my question. But I see the Browns and the Packers playing, and the Colts and Arizona. Um, would you
But
be checking
that
some of those out?
no. To be honest with you, I'm probably gonna be NBA all day.
Right, right,
That's neither one of them are my team, so And
right.
then Packers mostly against the Browns. Packers is probably gonna win that. Arizona's probably gonna beat the Colts. I could already tell you what the win's gonna be. So
No, I don't know.
um,
Colts been playing pretty good lately, so I think the Colts might edge. Arizona on a little losing streak right now. I don't know. They lost their mojo a little bit. The Colts is they riding high on their running back right now. So I don't know, but I won't be watching.
nah.
I would not be watching. But it's interesting to see that they're sneaking in, trying to take over the Christmas games. But yeah, that's not y'all lane.
Nope.
Stay
They got Thanksgiving sold up. Y'all can keep that, and NBA got Christmas in December. So
right, right. That's the sub. That's the sub, man. On the college basketball, you been keeping up?
I've been doing my best to keep up. For the most part, and I say keep up like you're watching the games. If I can't catch a game, I always catch like ESPN for the highlights and stuff like that. But
Right, right. Okay. Yeah, I've been watching it. I got the ESPN Plus, so I'll be watching teams I ain't never heard of. Just to watch basketball. Like I don't care who's playing. I just want to watch basketball, and a lot of times I watch it with my boys. So my son be watching it with me too. So I see Baylor's
Baylor's
back
still
number
number one,
one.
right? Cause they
Yeah,
ain't
they're number
okay.
one still.
All right.
So they back on top. See how long that lasts. But aside from top 25, this past weekend on Saturday, Michael B. Jordan, along with I think Chris Paul and a few other people, actually created a showcase on TNT for HBCUs. Did you get a chance to catch that?
I caught one or two games. I didn't really get a chance to see the whole thing. Running
Right,
around getting
right.
prepared for Christmas and all of that. So,
Yeah, yeah. It was
um,
actually pretty good. I was surprised. Like, it was
now I thought it was a more like some type of little tournament or something. I'm not gonna lie.
right.
I didn't know it was like just a showcase for that HBCU though.
Yeah, yeah. It's more so to give them some national coverage. You know what I'm saying? Some of these HBCUs got some good talent, and you wouldn't know about it because they don't get national TV games. We all know
Right.
Saturday is usually like football season over. It's basketball season. Throughout the week, you get a basketball game or two on ESPN and all that, and none of them HBCUs. Like most of these schools don't even play against HBCUs. So, they don't get enough attention. So, the guys like Michael B. Jordan and Paul, who's been an advocate for HBCUs for like the last 2 years, they decided to put something together to really give the opportunity some of the talent, which I thought was pretty good, man. It was actually good to watch. I think Howard played. They played Carolina A&T. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Um, Another
That's
school. It was a I forgot the names of them, but a few schools they had that played. I think it was North Carolina State or North Carolina Central. They played against somebody as well. So one of the games was a blowout, but it was good, pretty close. And then in between them, they had like a dunk contest, like a charity type of dunk. Had some influencers from Instagram, do some dunks, and had some judges like Dr. J, Michael B. Jordan. They had them being the judges, and then the influencers from Instagram who do all the little dunks and shit in a certain school, and then whoever wins the dunk contest, that's $50,000. So they was able to raise some money as well for these youth, which I thought was real.
Yeah,
Shout out to
real
Michael
dope.
B. Jordan for doing that. You know what I mean? Because it was definitely it was good to see that. It was funny.
Now,
too,
was
'cause
this
when
tournament style games, or were these actual scheduled games that like go
yeah,
on the
yeah.
school's
They got
record?
games like this is a part of their
Okay.
their season, but they just got a chance to be on TV. You know what I'm saying? When normally the
Nice.
game probably would have just went on their school program, to national TNT. You know what I'm saying? That was they didn't shortchange it either. They gave commercials, representing HBCUs. They did some things. They highlighted some stuff. They even let us know about celebrities, whether they're acting or whether they're
That went to
in the
that
world
school.
that went to that school. So that was dope too.
Yeah,
So a lot
I
of
saw. Yeah, I
actresses
saw
that I
those
didn't know
commercials.
went to the HBCU. So that was pretty dope, man. So that was good. I kind of gave my boy some history on the HBCUs. Told him, it wouldn't be a bad thing to go there. As long as you playing for
No.
free, go anywhere, anywhere you need. That was good for him to see that as well. So shout out
My
to him
wife
for
is
that, man.
always preaching to our kids about, trying to convince them to want to go to a HBCU. She trying to live
Right,
vicariously through them, those,
right.
but she's
Oh no.
always talking about it with them, and saying trying to convince them, like, if push come to shove, like that, a HBCU wouldn't be a bad thing for college.
Not at
Go
all.
check out
I mean, some of the
for the
top
culture and all of that is what she
some
be
of the
telling
top
them.
doctors and lawyers and actors and actresses that went to HBCU. So it ain't like it's a one stop shop. Like you go in there and still come out and be successful. So the thing is, like you saying, Sharona living through her kids. A lot of us kind of do that as well, but more so not trying to live, but just being able to have the knowledge and path that we didn't have growing up. Because I didn't know shit about HBCU in high school. I would have went there. You know what I'm saying? I would have went.
Right.
I mean, because that would have been dope to go to all, what I mean, when it's 99, 98%. I mean, that would have been fucking dope. I mean, you knew about and Spellman due to the Cosbys, but I didn't know it was that many out there. So
No,
I
that's a ton of them
personally,
out there.
yeah, now
Crazy.
that I know that, what I mean, I personally would have went there instead of going to where I went because that would have been a dope opportunity. You know what I mean? So I told my boy, like, he runs track, he plays basketball. I'm like, shit, the track takes off. A lot of that ran track, they end up going to HBCUs. So, I let him know that's an option. I will prefer it nowadays because by the
It's a
time he get
strong
ready to
option
go,
too.
yeah, by the time he get ready to go, I think the momentum will switch over and a lot of players are going to start going to HBC. You know what I mean? So he got about 3 more years, and sure enough, youth programs would be a little more shop. You know what I mean? For a lot of players, especially African American players. You know what I mean? So that was dope. So. But speaking of, did you hear about that college football player named Travis Hunter?
The one that wanted to transfer or uncommitted.
Yeah, he was like one of the top high school players in the nation. I think he ranked second overall. He
Right,
was
and he
committed
uncommitted it
to
from.
Florida State. Right.
Yeah,
He decommitted
yeah.
and then he ended up choosing Jackson State University, which is a HBCU, and it's also the school Deion Sanders is the head coach at. So that shit sends shockwaves through the college football world. he was already committed over here, which was just a, you know what I mean, nothing crazy. But he ended up decommitting in Jackson State, and boy, some of these schools are pissed off. Let me rephrase that. Some of these white schools are pissed off. What's your thoughts on that?
Let him be mad. That's that man's choice. That's his decision. He got to make the
Right.
decision that he had, that he can live with. And
Right.
if he felt like it's best for him to go to the HBCU with Prime at Jackson State, then boom, that's all. Let him do that.
Right. And it's funny.
You gonna give him hell
that,
for making a choice that best benefits him? Okay.
Right.
All right, bet. If I was him, I mean, again, you young, obviously it's probably fucking with his mental things and that. Like he probably getting all the scrutiny and backlash and all of that. But stand by your decision, bro.
Right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you deny Deion Sanders? That man come to your house with that charisma, that swag, that aura. You know what I'm saying? And he tells you, hey, I play the position you want to play. So come fuck with me and come play with me and I'm going to get you right. Why would you not? You know what I'm saying? And, people will have to accept that. Like, Deion Sanders going to steal a lot of recruits. This won't be just the first one. That's for sure. This is just the first of many. I could bet you that.
Oh, guarantee.
But yeah, man, I just thought it was so crazy, man, how you got these motherfuckers. He went from being loved and, he's a top ranked player, this and that and this, and now they're trying to find something like, he got this in his game. They trying to critique him now. It's just like, man, y'all butthurt because he about to go over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Nick Saban, Lane Kiffin, anybody else, you don't have what Deion got. You know what I'm saying? You don't got actual experience and you don't got that swag. You know what I'm saying? How many schools you got can have Young Dolph, rest in peace, or Gillian Wallow, or, Brittany Renner just come into your locker room and, just hang out with y'all, bruh. You gotta understand, like, this is certain shit that, Deion got access to that y'all, and it don't require money. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Hunter, man, for making that decision. Hopefully more, students take this route.
Definitely.
Man, but,
moving
on.
I respect that man, honestly, though. You know what I'm saying? To do
right.
And again, bro, stand by that. You ain't do nothing wrong at all.
You get to be a trendsetter too, bro. Like, you're a top ranked player, number 2 in the nation, probably number 1 in your position, and you chose an HBCU, bruh. So what that's gonna say to a player who's ranked 25th or 30th or 50th? Shit, I might as well go here too. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy could have went to any school in America, got playing time, and would have been good. But, he chose to go here where he going to probably still get his shine, his playing time. But, you know what I'm saying? He going to be one of the forefronts to getting recognition even more at that school. So that's dope, man. He taking a big leap. And if your game is nice, no matter where the fuck you play at, you're going to get to where you're trying to go. And Deion going to make sure of that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely.
That's dope as fuck, man.
Note, what's funny? This kind of reminds me of like All American. Like I could see Spencer doing some shit like this.
Man, I fuck with the All American, man. I love that show. We will talk about that more. But yeah, that, you know what I'm saying? Just long as Hunter don't got him a coop in his corner, he'll be all right.
Yo, man, don't be hating no coop.
Fucking coop, man. Little boy is bad for Spencer. You know what I'm saying? Like, she irked my soul sometimes, but
hey, it's one in every group of friends, bro. So it's all good.
I don't think we got a coop.
No, we ain't got a coop, but we got some friends that's constantly always in some shit. So, yeah. But I ain't finna get on that right now. So anyway, let's move on.
So that means you preacher
on this one. I know you saw the little boxing event with the Jake Paul and yeah.
That was a good one. Well, first, before Jake Paul now, Darren Williams and Gore. You saw that shit? Hey.
Yo, shout out to the internet and all those cats that be doing the little memes and all of that.
Oh,
bro.
My God.
Y'all are undefeated.
I got to walk. Hey, I gotta walk my statement back. I thought Gore, you know what I'm saying, was gonna put hands on light skin. You know what I'm saying?
I did too. I did too.
I definitely fell into colorism. You know what I mean? I thought Gore ass was about to beat the brakes off light skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, Gore got a history of being rugged and rough. He played football. He got aggression naturally. I'm like, yeah, he about to fuck Darren up. Man, Darren put hands and feet on him.
Yo, did you see when
Bruh.
Darren pushed him, bro?
That's all I was just finna say. He pushed a nigga to, hey, you know what? Thank God the ring got that gap, because if he would have bounced off the way Darren thought he was, oh my God. That was like throwing off the backboard. He was about to punch that bitch. Hey, he pushed him. If he would have bounced it just a little bit more, Darren would have dolphined him. Oh my God, bruh. Hey, I saw what he was trying to do.
I would have, you look at that shit, and I would have thought like they had like some personal like beef or something.
Bruh, that's how you gotta be like that in boxing though. You gotta be like that in boxing. I can't imagine them being, you know, too soft on him. That would have been bad for him. But that push made it look like it was something like, nigga, you took a nigga girl back in high school or something. It's deeper than rap, because that push was a get off me, nigga. Bam. Hey, yo, I'm just like, I'm happy at the same time I wanted to see it, but that was the boxing version of T-Mac throwing off the backboard. If he would have bounced correctly, bruh, he would have dove in. Oh my God. Like, if y'all go back and look, that push was meant to come back with a bounce, because he swung and almost tore a nigga temple out his head.
Yeah.
Man, but that was dope. Man, that was dope.
The females was good too. They were going blow for blow. I didn't really know who neither one of them was, but they was going blow for blow. It was a good one.
Oh yeah, that girl got beat the fuck up. She looked like Martin. Good Tommy Hearns. Oh man.
No, but it was a good fight between them. But Jake Paul, like, bro, I still stand by what I said about him before. Like, he not a boxer. You know what I'm saying? But the boy got hit. Man.
Man. Okay.
Look, at the end of the day,
I think he got hard.
He's knocked out everybody he's fought. We gonna give him that. I'm not gonna take that away from me.
He got heart. I give him that. He got heart, and he's fearless. He's fearless. He's
and
going
he talks
in
shit.
here
he talks shit and he back it up, and I like that.
He's trying to back it up, but he going there not afraid either. You know what I'm saying? I low key feel like, you know, a lot of this shit rigged. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. But at the same time,
talk about it. No.
I feel like, I feel like it's rigged, because especially this last fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? You and Ty, whatever his name was, Woodley, was so quick to do a rematch already. Woodley is googly eyes over you giving him a fucking Rolex. Nigga, like, nigga, with the money you about to get, you could buy a Rolex. You know what I'm saying? You googly eye, oh my God, this for me? Nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? So then
that was the way he knocked him, but the way he
knocked him out too, bro. The way he knocked him out. First of all, don't buy me a Rolex, nigga. We about to go fight, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, buy me one after I whoop your ass, but don't give me one in advance. Like, that just right there shows me, like, this is a money play. We in here. You know what I'm saying? We in this to get some money. So we both on the same page. I'm gonna punch you up, give you a Rolex, give you a couple $100,000 extra. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this little victory going on. And y'all both win financially. So that's how I feel, bro, because the way his hand came down, first of all, the punch he threw was like a light tap. And then he immediately pulled his hand down, and then Jake Paul just smacked him. Like, come on, bro. This ain't your first fight.
You think that punch was a light tap? Nah, bro. Re-look at that again, bro. He put all his weight into that punch.
No, not Jake Paul's punch.
Though. It looked like a time.
No, not Jake Paul's punch. I'm talking about. I'm talking about Willie's punch. Willie's punch, he threw a little jab. Okay. Yeah, he threw a little jab before, and then when he pulled back, he put his hand down. And then Jake Paul timed it and bombed him. That was like, all right, I'm about to just give you a light tap, and then, you know, come on now. Your guard is down. Are you serious? Like, this ain't your first fight with Jake Paul. This is your second one. So you know he going for a knockout. So your whole camp should have been telling you, move a certain way so you don't get knocked out. And you go throw a nice little jab and then put your hands down right afterwards. Like, come on, man. That's fighting one-on-one right there. Then keep your guard up. I don't know, man. That bag must have
Jake
been
Paul
nice.
knocked every ounce of sweat off that nigga. When you watch that shit in slow motion, that shit look like it's raining in the ring, bro.
And he punched him down too. Like, you suck a nigga downward. Like, that gotta hurt. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that gotta hurt. But I guess that bag is big enough because ain't no way.
Nah, when he finally gained a little bit of consciousness and he was looking up, bro, he didn't even want to talk. He just knew, like, fuck, I'm not gonna.
I'm paid. Shit. No, like, yeah, but you know, he sold his soul already. You know, he already know he about to get whooped on and get laughed at on the internet. But that check was nice because think about it. Right afterwards, y'all both sitting at the podium together, you know, handshaking. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of boxers don't sit at the podium together after a boxing match, especially if you got whooped on. You might have individual, you know what I'm saying, press conferences, but we're not going to sit here and dap it up after you just punched the shit out of me. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, is you my pimp? You just gave me some jewelry. Then you beat on me, and then I'm supposed to sit here and just sit next to you and smile and nod while you talk shit to the media? Fuck out of here, man. So I don't know how much I can, you know, I don't know how much you can pay me to take that much of a degrading. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? But my question to you is, who the fuck gonna beat Jake Paul?
A real professional fucking boxer or fighter. It can even be a UFC fighter, but they have to be like someone who wants to fight, not fight for money, not fight just to get a little clout. Somebody who wants to fight to really beat his ass.
Well, because
no one's got in the ring like and taking him serious. Granted, yes, Willie, this was his second time fighting him, but you still wasn't taking the fight seriously, in my opinion.
I think he has to fight somebody who's fresh off of, you know, their career, not nobody who's been out for some years and shit like that or whatever.
No, you know so either somebody who currently fighting, like, you know what I'm saying?
So he just offered that one UFC fighter a deal. I think he's Hispanic. I don't remember his name. Because he actually made a video saying he would break Jake Paul's jaw if Jake Paul comes to UFC.
Right.
I don't remember his name. He got the hair and shit. I think he the one who like kicked the shit out of somebody one time and knocked them out. So he's trying to get Jake Paul to come to the UFC side. But I think Jake Paul offered him $5 million plus a percentage in the pay-per-view to, you know, come box him or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see if he
Jake
takes
Paul's
it.
not getting in the octagon, but he like
even though he said he was, yeah, he not.
I don't see it.
He not.
I don't see him doing.
I mean, we want it.
He gonna stay in his lane because it's been working.
Because hands, feet, knees, and everything in between is, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother ball game, and I don't think he want that. He already talked about he slurring and lost some memory.
Shit, even Willie damn near suplexed that motherfucker during the fight. Like he had to catch himself and remember where he was at. Jake Paul not ready for that. So nah.
Now Jake Paul is smart. He's calling out Canelo. How you say Canelo, the little Hispanic guy? Yeah. He's calling him out. But he talking about fighting him in 2024 or whatever. Canelo, I don't know his age, but that's a long time from now, 2 years. You know what I mean? But, and that, I don't think you can afford Canelo. You know what I'm saying? To even fight him, like, cause he already getting $200 million with his contract already with Showtime. So you can't afford him to fight you. But someone who I know will beat him, and I probably will bet money on it. His name is James Wilson. He's the dude, beast mode. He be like, he got the 3 boys or whatever, beast mode or no mode. His name is like James Wilson, some shit like that. James the Beast Wilson. He got the 3 sons with the ponytails, and he be training them to box, training them how to fight, training them to play sports. And a lot of people don't like how he trains his boys because he be cussing and he be on their ass. And, no, but he's a real father teaching them life lessons and, you know, doing the shit that, you know, you're supposed to do to your boys. But a lot of people are sensitive. So when he be, you know, doing stuff to his sons and shit. But do you ever watch his sparring videos? Oh my God.
Nah. To be honest, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's the first I've heard of him. So I'm going to check him out for sure.
Yeah. Check him out on Instagram, James the Beast Wilson. When you watch his sparring matches, first of all, his size is ridiculous. Like, I don't think Jake Paul will fight him just off the size alone. The nigga legs look like a whole person. You know what I'm saying? But he usually chills and lay back. But now everybody's been tagging him like, yo, you next. You got to fight him. I want Jake Paul to fight James the Beast Wilson. That is the person who I know single-handedly would beat Jake Paul. Unless he pay him off to not. I think this guy would be
Paul
the one.
gonna look at it like, what benefit do I get from fighting him though? Like I'm fighting.
Okay.
Like name people, and then you want me to go fight somebody who's
this guy is an ex. No, he's an ex kickbox champion. He's an ex boxer. He's done martial arts. He's not a normal nigga. He has history in fighting, from kickboxing to boxing as well. So if you go to his page and you look at, some of his videos, he had titles in some of those boxing matches and fights he done in the past. So he's not no average person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just more so famous for his motivational speeching and how he raises boys. But you watch his videos, the man, the man definitely has boxing history, boxing, experience, and, he's pretty known. So, that's who he should fight next. I mean, his profile pictures him in the ring flexing. You know what I mean? So look him up and you'll see why I said that. You know what I'm saying? So let's fight someone like that. And if Jake Paul beats him, he has my respect after that.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out. My question to you is, does Woodley losing this fight to Jake Paul, both fights actually, does that diminish anything he's ever done in his professional fighting career?
Well,
does
I
it
didn't
take
know
away
who
from
he
him
was
being
until he started fighting
UFC
Jake
champ
Paul.
and all of that?
To be honest with you, I didn't know shit about Jake Woodley until I was like, who the fuck is this? And I looked him. No, because he was a champion in UFC. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think if he was a boxer and he lost like he's been losing, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different in UFC. You know what I mean? You can use more options in fighting in UFC. So if, remember how he almost suplexed Jake Paul? Imagine if he can actually do it and then come with an elbow and a knee and a foot afterwards. Jake Paul can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think you asking a basketball player to play baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might do a little bit, but basketball is my sport, not baseball. You know what I'm saying? So Willie is all for the sport, you know what I mean? And he throw punches and shit, but technically he trained probably his whole life to be a strategic UFC fighter. So some of the things that he developed in UFC, he can't use over there. You know what I'm saying? In boxing. So that's the disadvantage. That's why I think Jake Paul keep beating these motherfuckers, because they have us like disadvantage, being that they're more, once you hit me once, I could be able to counter with a kick to your thigh, or, you know what I'm saying, an elbow. I can't do that in boxing. I only got to use my hands. So I think his UFC, record don't hold weight. I mean, he don't lose nothing from that, because that was UFC. If he lost in UFC, then yeah, now we talking like, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But it's two different sports. You can't hold, like, we don't hold Jordan legacy for being weak in baseball. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So, shit, 6 months in the gym straight, you know what I'm saying, some good eating, I'll put you up against Jake Paul. I think you could beat him. What you think?
I'm with it.
If not, you slide in there and jump a nigga, like, jump his ass. You know what I mean? I'll be sitting at the top of the arena like Sting and shit, coming down with the cheer. Get off the homie, yeah. No, but yeah, man, that was crazy. So that's what I wanted to see, though. I wanted to see somebody whoop Jake Paul's ass and see how he handles himself after that. Will he keep fighting, or will he shut up and go into hiding now? You know what I mean? Because right now he undefeated. You know what I mean, so to say. So he on that high horse, but I
think he keep fighting. It would be one loss. Now, if he lost, maybe twice, then yeah.
And or at that point, how he lose. If he get knocked out, will he, take it like a G, or will he,
I think he's been knocked out before. We just ain't seen it on a scale like pay-per-view or no shit like that. But nah, he's been knocked out before.
I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know. Shit, let me see that footage. Because if there ain't no footage, I don't believe it. That's why he fight who he fight, because he already knows, you know what I'm saying, who he can and can't beat. You know what I mean? He ain't dumb. I'll tell you that much. He show the fuck ain't dumb. So, we'll go from there. Man, so on that note, I think we got enough sports talk out the way. Definitely was a lot to cover this episode. So we do got a few things we're going to cover, but we'll say that was sports talk for next episode. So let's go ahead and take a quick little break and get into some of these hot topics for the week. You feel me?
Man, it's a lot of shit going on in the world, man. A lot. Matter of fact, speaking of all the shit going on, what's your thought on that little Jesse, whatever old boy last name is? The little dude that got beat up and shit.
Juicy Smollett, like Dave Chappelle said. That nigga named Juicy. Yeah, man. I kind of kept up with the case a little bit, you know, now that we want to report on shit like this. So he was found guilty on, I think, 4 out of 5 charges, you know, which is pretty much lying.
That's all it is.
Lied to them. So I don't think he gonna get real jail time. They're gonna fine him and, you know, probably make him do community service. And the internet embarrassment is alone. It's gonna be enough punishment because he's gonna get slandered for a while now.
He out there getting that thug in love.
Man, did you hear some of this shit?
That's why I said that shit, nigga.
I still want the Magnificent Hunter. I still want to know why he even wanted to create this whole fake reenactment. Like, what was going to gain from that? Was he doing it for his acting career, or was he doing it for?
It definitely wasn't for no.
Maybe just make somebody jealous. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of cats we know when the girls break up with them, they make up shit. Oh, I'm about to die. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit. I got killed, so the girls can feel sorry for him. Like, what's the purpose behind this? Like, the nigga decided to wake up one day and say, I'm about to lie and say I went to Subway to get me a hot meatball sandwich, and I got attacked by some racist people. Like, what's the point? At 3 a.m. in Chicago? Well, what's up, man? Like, what was the point of that?
To be honest, nigga, I can't tell you what the point of it was, but what I can say, I think it was one of those situations where you lied, you had to keep up that lie with another lie, then with another lie, then with another lie. I think it was just one of those scenarios, man.
Hey, I tell you what, the nigga lied till the wheels fall off, because even when he got on the stand, nigga, he kept his story. Even though there was hard evidence and video showing the opposite, that nigga said, I'm going to tell this lie till I die. Like, so he stood on it, so he ain't no, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no punk, you know what I'm saying? He definitely said, fuck it. Like, sir, this is you right here. Eat the sandwich. That ain't me. Like, that shit crazy, but I don't know, man. I just found it weird, man. They said he's out here doing coke. Nigga had, what's it, coke in the bathtub or some shit? Another nigga. Shit. I'm like, bro, what? It was deep. I ain't want to go that route. It was.
Yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail about that shit. But sad case, man, is what it really is.
That Subway sandwich must have been good, though. That Subway sandwich was worth it, I guess, boy. He did all that.
Nigga, at 3 a.m., nigga, no Subway is worth it at 3 a.m.
Well, I didn't know of a Subway even open that fucking late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in Chicago, I would think they would close at like 10 p.m., you know? So to be up at 3 a.m. trying to get a meatball sandwich. Yeah, he was looking for some meatballs, all right.
Yo, shit.
He got what he wanted.
Hell no.
But yeah, man, that was something else. But you know, the jokes will fly.
Yo, you think
man, enough on that. I wonder if Hulu.
You would not be on the same page. We be on the same page.
That's my nigga right there. Yeah, nah, but go ahead though.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, Hulu will be on these little docs or whatever. Like, you think they gonna do one on this one? You think it's worth it?
I think he might as well, shit, because it's gonna be a minute before he gets some acting gigs. So you might as well make a little doc, tell your side of the story. You know, add a little fiction to it to make it more interesting. I can see like an hour and a half doc on, you know, they call it the juicy Subway. You know what I'm saying? The meatball doc. That nigga nasty. But yeah, I can see Hulu doing something like that. You see how fast they did fucking Astro World. They had that shit up before the shit even finished.
Man.
It's a cold game, but
cold game.
Shout out to Hulu. I got a doc for y'all too about our Vegas trip.
Oh yeah, cut the check.
You know what I'm saying? But man, besides that, did you get a chance to catch out that Kanye and Drake Larry Hoover concert?
Hell nah. I mean, I caught the highlights and all that on IG, but I didn't tune in to the live concert at all. You?
Right. Yeah, I saw some of it. I watched most of it on YouTube. Like, I didn't watch it when it was actually live. I actually watched it afterwards. And, yeah, to me, it was a concert. It was a concert to show everyone Kanye West has hits. It was a secret verses, if you ask me. Nothing about that whole show was a benefit concert to me. They didn't mention Free Larry Hoover not one time. They didn't highlight anything about Larry Hoover. It was just, these are Kanye West's hits. You know what I'm saying? Here's a couple Drake hits, and look at my moon boots. I don't know, bruh.
Yo, them boots was terrible.
Man, I saw them boots.
I did hear that a lot of the, not to cut you off, but I did hear that a lot of LA gangs, you know, they had an issue with them having the event in LA, which I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I can see why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I saw the video. Old boy was just like, how y'all gonna have y'all from Chicago and Canada, how y'all gonna have a fucking event about a nigga who's from Chicago on our home turf and not pay any type of homage or any type of, you know, break them off anything. You know, he felt like a lot of gang members, they got homies in the pen that's getting life too. Like, where's they benefit concert at? Like, if y'all gonna have this type of shit on our soil, y'all should be paying us something as well. You know what I mean? So, of course, nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they actually paid them or anything, or maybe threw some money to the hood niggas, but I definitely saw a lot of niggas not feeling the whole concert. Like, why not have it in Chicago? You know what I mean? Which makes sense. It wasn't even
is there
like
a venue big enough in Chicago?
I mean,
so, you know, for they like how they had everything set up. You know what I'm saying?
You got the Cubs baseball field. You know what I mean? Baseball season over. You could use the football field. I mean, you Kanye West. You could use the football field. You know what I'm saying? You could use over there by the Navy base and shit. It's like a little open area. You know, you could have made it work. You Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But you know, obviously, that shit wasn't go over there. So that's probably why you had it. You know what I mean? Somewhere else.
That's
but you think the gang members deserve a bag?
I mean, it's that, you know, unspoken rule. Like, you know, you come to the city or whatever, you got to pay your little tithes in order to be here and do shows and all that other shit. So, I mean,
right. That video didn't get too much traction.
I find it interesting that they didn't get something, you know what I'm saying? That there was no tithes paid in order to have that. I mean, but everything happened so fast, you know, by the time they announced it, up until the point where they had everything set up and they actually did the performance. So, I mean, who knows? Shit.
I mean, something could have happened, you know. I'm sure Jay Prince and them got ties, you know, in there, you know, because that video didn't get too much traction as it should. It was posted one day, but the second day it was deleted. So either somebody got threatened or something came in. You know what I mean? But I mean, overall, man, the concert was a concert. To me, it wasn't a benefit concert. Like, I've seen my share of concerts that people host for calls, and, you know, at some point throughout the performances, they'll take a moment to reflect on the cause, and not once did they reflect on Larry Hoover. Not once did they even, you know, shout him out. I mean, shit, do a chant. When I say Larry, you say, you know what I mean? Like, it was nothing. Maybe have some type of screens in the background kind of showing some of his good, you know what I mean? Because if you was a person who's not in the loop, you know what I mean? You just there to see Drake and Kanye, you know, and you hear about this man and all of a sudden you Google him, all you're going to see is the bad stuff this man done or the bad things he's tied to. But that wouldn't make a outside civilian want to say, oh, I want to help this guy, you know, based off what they read on Google. So I feel like if this is a benefit concert to help this man, you know, whatever, get lesser time or get free or whatever, we should have highlighted some positive things to kind of give people who don't know about him something to look at other than what Google shows you. You know what I mean? Man got 6 life sentences. Like, you know, they got him tied to doing a bunch of things wrong to Chicago community. Like, that's not positive. And this concert is supposed to benefit and highlight him, you know what I mean? But if you don't know what about this person and you going off that wouldn't be a good look, you know what I mean? Like, I think that was crazy to me to not see nothing to put positive light on him other than you singing your old songs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
A
personally
lot of
think
people,
that
though,
shit.
at least what I saw, a lot of people was just like, the concert was dope. It was fire. It was great to see Kanye performing a lot of his hits, see Drake,
That's all it was.
dancing to Kanye shit, rapping his shit, this, that, and the other.
Right.
But I kind of agree with you. Like, the whole purpose of the concert was to bring awareness to Larry Hoover's situation and, like you said, more of a benefit to him. And there was none of that from what I could tell. So.
Yeah, and then, some people were saying, like, oh, well, maybe they're raising money. I'm like, well, fucking Kanye West is a billionaire. Drake is 100 millionaire. And Jay Prince is, probably got millions too. Like, if y'all wanted to help this person, y'all got the funds to do it. You know what I mean? Like, what y'all need us for? If y'all wanted to have a concert, just say that. If you wanted to use this as a cover up to get Drake to come, hang out with you, just say that. You know what I mean? Like Big Sean said, Kanye got a hard on for Drake. You know what I mean? Like, he fucking eat, sleep, and dream about Drake all the goddamn time. And maybe this is a decoy to get Drake to be his friend again. And it looked like it worked. Who knows? I don't know. But, overall, I wasn't impressed or even informed on anything positive in regards to Larry Hoover. Not saying there's nothing good or bad to say, but I just felt like it was a benefit concert. We should have been a little more informed on some good things, because after the concert, now what? Is Larry Hoover getting out?
Nope. No.
Is any sentences reduced? You know what I mean?
None.
I mean, I'm sure they can afford his lawyers, you know what I mean? So that's not a problem. So I don't know what the benefit really did. Maybe that's none of my business, but the way they made it seem like they were about to go all out to, get this man out of jail. And I don't think he got out. It was crazy. If that's the case, let me host a concert to get some of my homies out. I got some bars, you feel me? What you think?
Look, there's not one time in American history has someone been freed from jail by spitting bars. So, yeah, don't waste your time.
Yeah, but, the way they had it seem like this will be the concert to concerts. So as soon as they finish that last verse, the bars are going to unlock and he's going to get out and come out the backstage. I thought he's going to come out the ground, But,
shit.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, man, but, if it's free him. If not, hey, they tried. At least him and Drake is friends again, and I think that's all he wanted anyway. I got my buddy. My buddy.
Kanye should do a benefit concert to help Tristan Thompson get some rehab, or at least this nigga fucking everybody. Man.
Yo, TT, I'm calling nigga TT. TT out here on the cheating spree again. Yo, the street said that nigga cheating once a month.
Nannies and shit, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Man, nanny, the trainer chick, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said, that nigga cheat once a month like it's a bill. Like, oh, it's the first. I gotta go fuck a bitch. Like, hold on. Like, yo, bro, like you are with one of the most famous families, you know what I'm saying, in fucking social media history. You an NBA player. You already have a fucking bad resume when it comes to cheating. Take your first or your second or your third time getting caught. And then you publicly did all that shit on the little show to get her back. And then you just admitted to cheating on her again and got a bitch pregnant. Like, why are you rawing hoes if you cheating? I don't get it. So, because at that point, if you cheat and she want to come out and say, hey, we was together, it's he say, she say.
Right.
But when you got a baby, bruh, you can't deny that.
Ain't no denying that one, bruh. He want to be Nick Cannon so bad.
Yeah, but Nick Cannon got an agreement with his women. Like, look, I'm going to sleep, I'm going to raw you, and I'll take care of you. You know what I mean? Like, Tristan is the same shit. Like, he's a millionaire. He got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you could talk these chicks into all agreeing to fuck with you. Like, Like, what is it, bro? First of all, what happened to NDAs? Nobody signs them no more. Like, nigga, if you're gonna be out here fucking bitches and you want to keep it low, you should make these girls sign something so they don't come out and talk. I don't get it.
He don't look that smart to me. So, or at least ain't nobody in his camp like, bro, like, all right, look, first time, all right, fluke. Second, third, fourth, all right, my nigga, like, lawyer up, talk to somebody, get some legal counsel, something. Nigga, you're not gonna stop. Nigga.
But look, man, if you want to be out here doing a thing, you are entitled to that. But don't be out here fucking around with that woman, making her look like a boo-boo the fool, because, you know, she already get enough slander by other shit. Now here you come adding to it. That girl looks stressed right now. Kim over here fucking between Pete Davis and Kanye. Chloe got, Courtney got Travis Barker. Kylie got Travis. The other chick got fucking Devin Booker. And then here you are getting cheated on by a second string center. Like, this was like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga averaged 0.8 points a game and you get cheated on by him?
I know Lamar be seeing this shit and he just be shaking his head.
Well, that's right, bitch. That's what you get. Karma. And maybe that's her karma. She left my nigga Lamar Odom. My nigga, only problem he had when he was with her was he was addicted to candy and shit. You know what I'm saying? She fucked up my nigga. He started doing all type of drugs and coke and all type of shit now. So maybe this is her karma. You know what I mean? That shit crazy.
Yo, is it, did you see the shit where it said that he tried to pay $75K to get rid of the baby?
The hell yeah. First of all, what type of phone was that, nigga? That font on that phone was like, nigga, HP, a HP computer. Nigga, that shit look like a typewriter. That nigga said, look, bitch, you in Texas. I don't got a job after this season, so I'm gonna give you $100 a month. Like, that nigga, like, was already had his mind made up, like, take this 75, it's all you getting. But like, dumbass don't realize
75K.
He had a point until he realized one thing. She actually had the baby in California. So therefore the baby is now under California rules, not Texas rules. So he might have fucked her in Texas. He might have nutted in her in Texas, but that baby came out of her in fucking California. And that birth certificate and all that paperwork is under California, which is now the California laws, and you know he about to get hit with the boo-bop. So let's just say Tristan gonna be playing for a few more years because he would need to pay all that money because he definitely gonna get hit over the head. You know what I mean?
Which is crazy, man, because we got a bunch of homies that, you know, saying get rid of the babies for the Lowski. And they had to drop $75K.
They're playing B God, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, just put this in her coffee and then stir it up real good. She'll be good. Man, bro.
Yo, we don't condone that, so don't get it twisted. These is all jokes for some of y'all that's over there like, oh, y'all scandalous. Relax.
We don't condone what? Paying 75K? We don't condone what? Paying 75K? Or cheating?
Abortion?
None of that.
Cheating?
Man, look, abortion and all that stuff, that's a woman's choice, you know what I mean? And if you want to get rid of that baby that bad, you should up that 75 to maybe 100K. Nigga, you go give her an odd number. Nigga, give her an even number. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, that's what you
75. I mean, if I got to, you know what I'm saying? She should have played hardball. All right, you want me to get rid of it for 75? I need 175, nigga. He would have paid it. And then I would have hit the nigga with the boo-bop like, I want 175 to get rid of the baby, and I want another 175 to not even say nothing. If she could have got the 175 to the abortion and still came out and ruined the nigga life. You feel me? Like, so I look, just basically give her $250,000 to shut the fuck up and to get rid of the baby. And now he live happily ever after, setting charges, you know what I'm saying, in the NBA. Now look, it's ruined. He over here sick. That nigga like 4 fouls last game in like 2 minutes. That nigga so stressed out. Man, free my nigga Chloe. She need to be with a real nigga.
Nigga said free my nigga Chloe.
That's what Kanye West. She was in a benefit for her ass. Free her, nigga. She trapped. Poor baby. poor teen.
She ain't trapped like shit. She know what's up. She know who she dealing with.
Yeah, they be back together by Valentine's Day.
That's the real funny part right there, is that you know they gonna get back together.
Yeah, I mean, Tristan seemed to have some type of power over her. Well, you know, she dickmatized. Man, but yeah, that's crazy, man. Y'all stop cheating out there, especially if you broke. Because y'all don't got 75K, so just stop cheating. Man, but you know, let's go ahead and get into our next segment, man. You know, our good old fans, listeners Q&A. It's been a little hot commodity lately, so we're gonna continue to add it to the episodes, and we got some more questions. You know, not so sex driven this time like the last ones, but going to be some good ones, man. So let's go ahead and get into these. All right. Yeah. So, what we got? I'll let you go ahead and dig in the crates this time. What you find this time?
All right, let's see what we got up in here. Okay, this one's not bad. All right, let's check this one out. How or when did you know you was ready for marriage? You know, a female put that one in there for sure.
It could have been one of the homies, you know, settle down season. Who knows? But that's a good question. I'll let you go ahead and take that one first.
You never really know right off the bat. I guess you gotta, to me at least, you gotta be with somebody for a good amount of time. A couple of years. You gotta be in every situation, see them in the bad, through the good, you know, through the struggle times, through the ups and downs and all of that. And I think at some point, you know, you just wake up one day really looking at your spouse and like, you know what? I think I'm ready to take it to that next level. Like, we done been through hell and high water. Why not continue this with you bearing my last name, or, you know, for females, you bearing your dude's last name or something like that. So at least for me, I knew I was ready when basically everybody else was telling me. If I'm being honest, like everybody was just like, marry that girl, quit playing, make her an honest woman, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, cool. I'm going to do it when I'm ready. But it's like, damn, when you hear from your mom, your grandma, your grandfather, your uncle, cousins, brothers, it's like, all right, let me take a step back real quick, really look at the situation for what it is. And it's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to be with anybody else. I don't want to have kids with anybody else. I don't want to grow old with anybody else. I'm checking off all the boxes as I'm peeping my situation. And I'm just like, you know what? Let's do it. You know? So at least that's how it was for me. Mike, I'm sure your situation a little bit different, but for me, that's how it went down.
Yeah, that's dope. You know, I say, just speaking on yours, you know, when the family is like that, that means they see the good in a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, they see what she has and what she brings. So that's dope that your family was pressuring you in a good way, you know what I mean? Because that means, you know, Sharana was doing what she's supposed to do, and maybe she showed that, you know, yeah, just the one that's going to get him right. Yeah, turned out to be true, you know what I mean? So shout out to that. I do kind of have to be a little rebuttal, though. You did say sometimes you got to be with someone for years. Some people get married after a few months, you know what I'm saying? Some people get married after.
Those be the ones that don't make it, though. I
Statistics
agree with
don't
you.
show that. Statistics don't show that though. You know what I mean?
What you mean it
Statistics
don't?
bruh. For example, Megan Good is married to a fucking preacher and they getting a divorce after 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Who else?
But how
Somebody
soon
else
did they
a
get
game.
married though?
They was married in 2012. You know about as far as when they got together? I don't know that part.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm saying. My thing is, people can get in a relationship, right? And
right.
after 6 months to a year, get married. I'm saying those type of people don't make it in marriage.
I
You
don't
ain't
know.
been together long enough.
I don't know nobody who's been married, short or been together like that. You know what I mean? So I can't say
I
yeah
know
or
a few
nay.
people and their marriages didn't make it, so I'm only basing that off of like what I've known or what I've seen.
Right. So if y'all know the stats out there, let us know. I think once you get married, don't matter if you been together for a while or been together, you know what I'm saying, for a short period of time. If shit don't work, shit don't work. But for me, I've probably been, I've known my wife for forever, it seemed like, and, we was together and then we took a break and, all that good shit when you're young and dumb. And then when it was time, we got back together. And then from there, we both mature, we both level headed. And then, for me, the way I can put it is, now that I'm at a certain age, you know what I mean, and you start working towards certain things in life, who's next to you matters. And, my wife is, shit, my, I don't want to sound like Kevin Hart, but, she ain't my rib, but she my motherfucking, she my spine, basically. How about that? She my spine, you know what I mean? Like she have my back, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of things and make sure that my head was on straight and make sure I look at the bigger picture of a lot of things. So as you start to grow and get better, this person next to me is a part of me growing and getting better. Like that's a partner that I want to, grow old with because we basically are building together. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no, I'm already where I'm at and here you come. Like the old, like Drake Lil saying, like she was actually with me shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
with that type of relationship, of course we already went through our trials and tribulations anyway. So that's out the way. Now that we older and mature, we got our lives and our mind right. Now as we progress and build, I only want to build with that one. And I was good. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I knew, you've been my nigga for forever. I knew a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? She was the one. I just had to prove it. I had to, detox. I had to do all the shit necessary to make sure that I can back it up. You know what I mean? So, I always knew she was the one. I just didn't know when she would become the one. You know what I mean? And I had my fun. I lived my life. I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And whenever she did whatever she was supposed to do, and boom, when it was the opportunity presented itself, it wasn't forced. It was organic, and got back and we went right back where we left off and never looked back. And, I woke up one morning and was like, all right, check my account. All right, let me go buy this ring. You know what I mean? Cause I just had that sense of, it's like a sense of peace. Like, you sit back and look at certain shit, you look at the situation, look at your life, and you start looking at how things are going from what it was, and you like the whole time you look at all the good, she right there with you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it was necessary and it was destined, you know what I mean? But it just was something that, I had to grow into as well. Like if I would try to get married fucking 15 years ago, that shit would have crashed because I was not in the right mind or the right, situation. But as I grew older, what I'm saying, partially because of her, I got better, got wiser, got smarter, and, why wouldn't I make that my wife? You know what I'm saying? So it's one of the things you really can't describe. I know we both over here trying to really give our words out for people, but it's one of the things you kind of just know. Like you really wake up literally one day and you just like, man, this is it. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready to hang it up. You know what I mean? So
now, there was a little bit of like I've been married for the last 15 years and then, we got married young, right? And there was some motherfuckers that was just like, oh man, y'all not gonna last. Oh, you making a mistake, bro. You too young. You got a whole life ahead of you, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking like,
Hang
Nigga,
with them
fuck you.
niggas.
Like, yeah, nigga, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I know the choices that I'm making, and this is what I want. And I've made my shit work. Like, again, any relationship, marriage, or whatever, it's gonna have ups and downs. There's always gonna be those trials you both got to go through. And I can literally sit here and say with all confidence, nigga, me and mine have made it through all of that, still standing strong and continuing to go strong. So all you niggas that was hating back then, yo, fuck you niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
My
Still
nigga.
going strong, nigga. The big ass house, you feel me, with kids. But yes, at the end. Nah, I feel that though. You know. Shit, man. I ain't had no doubters, at least not out loud. I'm sure some of the women out there probably like, oh no, don't do it, but y'all wasn't shit anyway, so.
I think for you, you know, it's different when you young like that. You know, everybody just like, you know, all the homies still want to kick it, party, drink, you know, saying get out here, chase bitches, and it's like, and one of the homies just like, nah, bro, I'm gonna settle down. Like, settle down. Like, it's, you know, when you got married, bro, like you said, it's been years, you older, established in life and things like that. So niggas is like, bro, it's about time for you. You know what I'm saying? But at that age, young cats.
They told you that. Niggas are still surprised I'm getting what? You get what? Why? It's still your pride. Nigga, that's the boy. I'm leaving out. I'm bowing out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Look at the climate now. Nigga, I'm glad I got out. But on top of that, man, it was no denying, man, how dope my wife is, man. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you know, every relationship has its ups and downs and everything. And I'm very, very lucky. I had all my ups and downs when I was younger. You know what I mean? So, you know, but that's just how it goes, man. But once I put that ring on, Thanos, everything disappears. All the past is gone. So, you know, you start over, you start fresh, and you only look ahead and, you know, you build off that. And that's what we've been doing since, you know. So if y'all are looking to get married or looking to pop that question, you know when it's time. The girl can't convince you. Your family really can't convince you. They can throw things out there to say, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe put something in your face that you didn't see, but really, no matter what, I'm sure your family was telling you every holiday, every chance they get, but I noted, but it wasn't time until you knew it was time, you know? So
Right.
That was something that, you know, I also dealt with at holidays. Even when we went together, like, when you gonna make that right? When you gonna get it right? When you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Boom, 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 boom. And at that time, I'm still young and dumb. Like, it ain't me. You know what I mean? But it was me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things you just know. So, you know, trust your gut, trust your instincts, you know. But
Was you
I say
scared?
one thing. Hell no. I was scared of losing her. Not scared of marrying her. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I did not, you know my life, nigga. Like, I did not know I was going to ever get her back. Nigga, I was like, damn, we broke up, man. And fuck, you know what I mean? But, you know, I still had to, you know, get out of that. But I was more worried about losing her than, you know, being scared to be married. Nah, I knew that. I'm confident in what I want to do. So when I knew it, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? And I just had to do it when it was time. You know what I mean? So
That's what's up.
yeah, man. But proposing. Did you propose? How did you propose? How did you make it official?
All right. There was not an actual like proposal. Not no like on one knee type thing. And I know some of you are like, oh, what? Shut up. There wasn't.
Nigga,
It was a
gangster.
mutual agreement between the both of us. Yeah, that we were gonna go ahead and get married. We were getting ready to move from California to North Carolina, separate from our families. And the one thing that we wanted to do was to make sure that we made our family official and get married. So we really didn't have time for like the whole planning the wedding and things like that. So we kind of did the courthouse thing, and we were good with that. Yeah,
dope.
things were moving fast at a young age. We were making decisions, and I can't say a lot of those decisions were the best decisions for us at that time, but we were making them, and we were just moving and grooving, and you know. So went to the courthouse. Had her mom was there. My grandmother was there. You know, they were our witnesses, things like that. We got married. A couple of days later, we was moving to North Carolina as a married
Dope.
couple with kids.
No, but going back to you know, you were speaking on how you didn't do it the traditional way, how you kind of just made a mutual agreement. Like, you know, people might want you should have did X, Y, and Z. Like
Yeah,
if
we
y'all
get
not
that all the
married,
time.
you know what I'm saying, eat a dick. But my mom and dad didn't have a traditional thing. They got married at a courthouse. You know what I'm saying? Just one. I think my dad's sister and my mom's sister or mom friend, you know, they got married at a courthouse and they've been married for 38 years. So, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't about how you do it. It's what you do when you in it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, but it still kind of
dope.
sucks though, because at that time back then, I really wasn't thinking like that. But now, you know, as I'm older and I've gone to other people's weddings, been to yours, and seeing how dope and how beautiful that shit was, and the experience and the vibe, and it's just like, damn, I wish I could have gave that to her. I wish I could have had that experience, and I kind of do feel like I kind of cheated her out of it. So that's why I'm in future plans is to definitely rectify that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so. I feel like if you knew what the right way to do things back then, nigga, your life would be different. You know, we don't never know what the right thing to do in the beginning of our growth. You know what I mean? Like, y'all did what y'all knew and what y'all thought was right at that time. And that may not be right today, but that was right at that time, man. So don't look at it like that. The great thing is you get a chance to make up for it. You know what I'm saying? Or do it the right way, so to say. So, you know what I mean? But, you know, if you had all the answers back then, nigga, you know, life would be a million times different. So don't knock yourself on that. But as far as me goes, my proposal didn't go the way I really wanted to do it at first. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our homegirl. Homegirl kind of spilled the beans. So, you know, I went to the Bahamas for my birthday one year and, I rented out, you know, got a dope ass room, did all this extra shit, booked the whole beach to myself just to have me and her to have dinner on the beach, had everything set up, ace of spade, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And let's go propose to her on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. You know what I mean? And, like I want to say a day or two. Matter of fact, the day of, we going to the airport and shit. My homegirl slipped up and kind of told me like she's expecting me to propose. You know what I mean? Because like while we doing this, like we going, not only we going on our first trip, but we going on our first trip, and I didn't spare no expense. Like we was really trying to go out there with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Like we going all out. So it kind of had that vibe written all over. Like, yeah, he about to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you remember I had the ring for a minute, and yeah, when she told me that it just threw me off. I was like, nope. So I just kept the ring locked in the little safe they give you in the hotel. I just had that shit locked in the whole weekend. So we went through the whole weekend, had a great time, and we went on the beach and had that bomb ass dinner, and that was that. And we had fun afterwards. I can tell she was expecting it too, but that's not how I wanted to do it. I wanted her to be fully surprised and caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the reaction wasn't going to be how I wanted it. So I just said, nah, I'm not doing it. So her homegirl definitely fucked up. Maybe spend a little extra money for that beach, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, you know, we had a great time. So I just kept it G, you know, didn't say nothing, kept it going. We had fun. I could definitely feel a little vibe change after dinner, but I kept it, you know, player, you know, we had fun. And then I let time go by, and I actually upgraded the ring. And then, you know, of course I planned it differently. So this time, when I proposed at LA and, what's the shit called in downtown LA? It's with all those lights and shit around it. You know what I'm saying? All those lights, like those white poles with the lights and shit like that or whatever, you know. We were supposed to go on a double date, me and her homegirl, her new dude. And it was supposed to meet there, but the whole plan was we going to dinner, but, you know, her friend had to go pick up her dude, and then we had to pretend to be lost. You know what I'm saying? So we accidentally pulled up on the lights by accident, you know, wink, wink. And I was like, oh shit. Like all week I was looking up online, like this random shit. And I saw that picture and I was like, man, this is dope. Like I want to know where this is at. So I was kind of leading up to the location, you know what I'm saying? And then, once we got there by accident, so to say, we hopped out, like, let's take some pictures real quick before we go to dinner and shit. So while we snapping pictures and doing all that, I just popped it out and, you know, got on one knee and asked. And, you know, if you saw the video, the reaction is exactly what you want when you propose. Like, she was not expecting it. You know what I mean? Like, at all. So she kind of, you know, probably thought we wouldn't, we'll get married at one point because it was just nothing. I kept it, you know, quiet and say nothing, just, you know, kept it to myself, and out of nowhere, bam, you know, will you marry me type of shit. And the reaction was priceless. It's exactly what I wanted. And, you know, that's how it went. So that's my little
you
story.
definitely did that shit, player. Can
You
my
know what I
nigga get a
mean?
round of
So,
applause for that one? Because he definitely did it, player.
because you want that, you can live with that memory for forever, bro. That face, that looking down, like what the fuck, and that look up, like, oh my god, it's happening. Like, that's what you want, you know what I'm saying? And as opposed to, if I would have did it in the Bahamas, nigga, she had her outfit ready, she had her whole get down, nigga. She was beautiful that week. But nah, I'm gonna catch you in your least, and then hit it with the boom, and it worked out, man. So sometimes I still watch the video just as a reminder, like, look at your ass. You know what I mean? So that's what
Nah,
that
that's
was,
what's up. That's what
man.
the videos, pictures for. Capture them moments, bro. You can always go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Just as a, pat on your back or whatever, or even just to get that feeling again, just to see that moment happen again. And then your kids get to review that video and they get to see that moment too. That's dope.
Right. And I'm strategic too. So everything I did, I kind of already wanted to have it planned out in my mind, so even though when it came to the wedding, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't spare none. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all been to the wedding, y'all know. Nigga, the top wedding, it's one of the dopest weddings. Nigga, the celebrities couldn't fuck with me on that type of shit. You know what I mean? So, let some people tell it.
Don't do it. But another question for you is like, what would you consider like the good or the bad of like being married, especially for you? It's still pretty new for you.
I don't have no bad yet. And I'm not knocking on wood, nigga. I'm living on mine.
You don't want no bad. I fucks with it.
I mean, it ain't gonna be no bad because we already been through the bad. We wouldn't have got to this point if we didn't go through the bad already. You know what I mean? So anything that we go through now, it ain't bad. So for me, I ain't experienced no bad, and I'm building the mind frame to not actually have anything quote unquote bad. You know what I mean? Like the only thing you can typically do wrong, I probably already did wrong already. You know what I mean? Or the way you treat your woman, or the way you don't treat your woman, the things you don't do. I probably already did that back in the day as a boyfriend. But once I became a husband, I just knew what I'm supposed to do and not supposed to do, and as long as I stay on course with that, there would never be no bad. You know what I mean? I might have some, differences, but nothing bad. You know what I mean? Everything will be good, great, and beyond. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So I don't have none. What about you?
I do. The only bad I could say about being married is not understanding that marriage is it's not a one person thing. It's a 2-person thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's sacrifices as well. I didn't know that as a young age, so I still was kind of like, had that selfish mindset early on. So it was just like, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to buy this. I want to do this. And it's like, I don't really care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or what no one got to say. And even at that point, it kind of went to my wife sometimes where she's like, well, why you didn't ask me, or why didn't you consider my thoughts or my feelings on this before you did X, Y, and Z? And and again, like I'm still young and I'm still like used to just doing kind of what I wanted. And I never really considered like how it would affect her, how she would feel. So that was kind of eye opener for me. It's like, okay, well, damn, before I do something, before I say something, buy something, go somewhere, let me make sure she good. Let me make sure she's straight. And so I had to learn that, early. And she used to get on me all the time about that. Like, but she did it in a way where it was like, it wasn't causing like an argument. She would always break it down for me. She's like, I know you're not used to this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I know the situation now, not being near your family, not being in California, living in a whole other state is different for you. But she was like, we are in this together. She was like, I'm always going to be in this with you. It's always going to be you and me. So she was like, I need you to remember that too. And I'm just like, that was kind of like an eye opener for me. Like, okay, for sure. Outside of that, getting past that little thing, like just getting used to more so it being a us thing versus a me thing, or it being a her thing. Like always keeping that in mind, like it's us.
Right.
So once we got past that, it pretty much got better. But again, like I said, there was always little ups and downs, arguments, things like that, because we were young, we were living in another state, we were living in a house. And then we got to the point where it was like, okay, now we want to move back. How we going to do this? And then it's just like, well, you the man, like you figure this out, you figure that out, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, and at that point, I'm like, okay, what happened to the us thing? So that's where it was like, now I'm telling her, like, you know, it's supposed to be us. And now you saying it's on me as a man. And then we had a little back and forth. So that went on for, I'd say, a good 2-3 years. And then we finally got to the point like, okay, no matter what we do moving forward from here on out, it's always going to be a mutual decision between the both of us. If you want to do something, you come and talk to me. If I want to do something, I come and talk to you. You know, rather if it's money, rather if it's the kids, rather if it's anything. And
Right. Yeah.
we've always been that way since.
Right. You know, I was just going through trial and error. You know, I can't speak for y'all fully, but a lot of us, you know, not just y'all, but a lot of us up in a married household. So some things people don't see, so people don't know. So a lot of times, y'all was just learning and going as y'all was going together. You know what I mean? Which probably one of the reasons why y'all relationship is so dope now is because y'all grew up together. You know what I mean? Like y'all grew up and learned and all that good stuff together too. So that's dope. You know what I mean? Like communication is key. So
yeah, a lot of the reasons
people,
why I'm the man I am today is because of her. A lot of the reasons why she's the woman she is today is because of me. Like we literally helped each other grow into the adults, into the parents, into, you know, just the people we are today to each other and to everybody else. So I always give her, you know, her respect for that. She's the only one that can give me a headache. She's the only one I'm allowed to give me a headache. You know, so she's earned that right. You feel me? So.
No, I feel all that. Ain't no headaches over here. I ain't going for it. I don't bug you, you don't bug me. You know what I mean? Like I think, you know, for people out there who want advice on getting married, you know, I do got a homie who's getting married next year in July. So I'm about to go to my first wedding. That ain't mine, you know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. But for people who's out there who's looking to make that jump, you know, I've been asked a few times by some of the younger homies that, you know, about the marriage thing or whatever. And like I told them, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, you know, kind of going on what Quinn was saying. One of the things, communication, that's important. You gotta communicate. Can't nobody read nobody's fucking mind. So you're gonna have to speak up on what you want, speak on what you need. You know what I mean? Your likes and dislikes. Communication is key. Secondly, in my opinion, this goes for the women. Don't change what the fuck you did to get this man. You know what I'm saying? If you was a little freak nasty, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay freak nasty. You know what I'm saying? If you was cooking good, you gotta keep cooking good. You know what I mean? Don't change what you did to get this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Preach.
Men is real simple. And if you give us what we need and what we want, you know, it's real simple. Like, to please a woman is a fucking dictionary book to figuring that out. But for a man, it's a little sticky note tab and it's real simple. So do the things that you did to get them. Just keep doing it. Maybe not as often because we do get old, we do get tired, but make sure you do what you did to get this man. Whether that's cook, clean, do something freaky, do something nasty, whatever. You know what I mean? Just don't fully change what attracted you to your man or whatever, or vice versa. And then, like I said, communication. And then the last one, I don't got that many, but the last one, you can't get married to nobody you ain't never lived with. You got to live with somebody first before you get married to anybody. If you ain't lived with nobody for more than a year, you can't get married to that person. Because when you live with somebody, that shit is really what tells you what type of person you are, what type of person your partner is, and what you don't like about your partner as well. And then when you see those things you don't like, now you can say, okay, can I deal with this for the rest of my life? If so, then we good. If not, nah. You know what I mean? So communication, not changing up on the things that made y'all work, and then obviously living together. If y'all can complete those three things, you know what I mean, then marriage is something that won't be hard at all. You know what I mean? At least that's for me. That's my opinion.
No, that's
you got any advice?
I 100% agree with that. Just with the communication, keep an open mind to what your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend is telling you. You know what I'm saying? Don't react right away. Kind of put yourself in their shoes. Understand where they're coming from. Because a lot of times when even with communication, and as key as it is, sometimes we can misunderstand what someone is telling us or take it the wrong way based off of like our own views or thoughts or experience. So really keep an open mind to what they're telling you when you're communicating and what you're telling them. Be
And
cautious
also,
of what you say and how you say it.
Also, make sure you learn how to articulate what the fuck you want as well, too. A lot of motherfuckers can't talk. A lot of motherfuckers can't complete sentences. A lot of motherfuckers can't get their point across because they're either too emotional, they're, probably remedial, or they just don't know how to fucking talk to a woman or a man. So you want to communicate, but you got to know how to communicate, too. And then, like you saying, you also got to learn how to fucking listen as well. So if you can do all that, you know what I mean? A lot of times that solves a lot of things. I got a homie who's in a relationship, with a baby and all that good stuff. And it's been tough, this is his first kid with her and this is tough. So, a lot of things that they've been going on, man, he tripping out. He ready to flip. Man, he don't know what's up. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, bruh, you have to learn. I think Quinn kind of said it. He was this way. But you also have to learn to not be selfish. And you also have to learn to remove your emotions from the situation. Like if your spouse is coming to you about something that's bothering them or something that they're not unhappy about, instead of saying, well, what about what? Just shut up for a second. Let that person get their point out. See it from their perspective. See where you can enhance that help for them. And then when it's your turn, now you can get that person your problems or whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't respond correctly because of their emotions. You know what I mean? So your partner is crying out for help look at it, for example, Kanye West and fucking Kim. They both millionaires. They both this and that. But this lady literally said he wasn't doing the little things. You know what I'm saying? Hugs, kisses, just reassuring her sort of small things. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm sure the conversation with her and him probably was like, well, you don't do this and that. I'm Kanye West. I had to go to Balenciaga, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel like people don't listen when they're being talked to as well. So you got to learn how to communicate. And it's not just by talking. You got to learn how to comprehend. You got to learn how to listen. You got to learn how to remove yourself from your emotions and look at it from their point of view before you just jump down their throat. You know what I'm saying? So those things could lead to a successful marriage, so I don't know much, y'all. Only been married for about 3 years, so. But these
and another
been
thing
good,
too,
so.
Put your pride to the side. And this goes for the fellas. Put your pride to the side, man. If you wrong, own up to that, man up and say, I'm sorry and move forward. I'm sorry goes a long way to keeping a relationship. I can speak from experience. Like I used to have a lot of pride, and I let that shit go. Like, I'm
not putting on the fellas. Nah, fuck that. 2022, women, hold yourself accountable. Accountability. Yeah. So, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and move on before y'all get me started on accountability. Y'all don't know shit about that. We should get them that for Christmas, but I'm going to start them out. All right, man. What's another one we can go?
It's a good one right here. What's the biggest challenge you face while launching your podcast? That's a really good question. I'm going to go ahead and let you take that one.
Personally, the biggest challenge was just getting started. I've been wanting to do this shit for a minute, but I don't know. I just kept finding some type of obstacle to put in my own way. You know what I mean? I just didn't necessarily jump right to it the moment I thought about doing the pod. I kind of made excuses and kind of looked at all the things that could go wrong as opposed to just going in and just doing what I eventually did. You know what I mean? So I think the biggest challenge was just convincing myself that, I can do it. You know what I mean? Like, this is not rocket science and it's not as bad as I thought it was or as bad as it could be. You hear the horror stories from other people and things like that. And I kind of let that, fuck up my judgment. But ultimately, for the most part, the biggest challenge was just getting started. And then now, I would say the second biggest challenge is making sure we continue to give good content every episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I take pride in that. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
No, I agree with that. I think when we be on the phone and we be chopping it up and shit and all of that. Like I used to say all the time, like, man, this should be up on a podcast. Like we should start a podcast. Like I used to say it all the time to you as a joke at first. And then, you know, the more I started listening to podcasts, you was putting me on to a lot of people. I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, like we could really do this. But again, It was like, I'm not going to say it was like more like that fear or anything like that. But like you said, we kind of just kept putting like certain little obstacles in our way to say like why we couldn't do this.
Yeah, because
once we got past that, I mean, we started really putting an account together, really sitting and brainstorming and, you know, figuring out how we want to go as far as like releasing certain things and figuring out, you know, what platforms or programs that we wanted to use. I mean, from there on, once we got started, now we're not stopping. So,
right. I mean, even before all that, you know, I've been wanting to do a pod since 2020. I just didn't speak on it because, you know, I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't like my voice. I don't like my voice. I don't like really hearing. I don't mind criticism, but I try to avoid it as much as possible. And I know putting ourselves on a platform like this, you know, criticism come with the territory. So I initially had a bunch of just shit in my mind that was just like, nah, you know, and then I had ideas and stuff like that, and I just kind of kept them in the tuck, you know, and then as time progressed, I started studying, listening to more and more pods, and then I just start building confidence. Like, man, I could do this shit too. You know what I mean? Once I started hearing other ones that wasn't good, I was like, oh yeah, we can do better than this, you know, and then from there, like you said, we just start talking about it, and then, you know what I mean, I was like, you know, the time is right, we're gonna wait, boom, 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 and then we'll have good conversation on the phone. You'd be like, man, we need to go. I'm like, all right, we're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a build up, you know, I was still making things go. And eventually we finally got everything what we wanted. And, you know, we got it started. So if anybody else trying to start a podcast, you know, I think trying to start anything, first thing first is just believing in yourself and really just planning, having a plan, having a rollout. Don't just go freestyle, kind of put some ducks in order real quick and then go. So that way, once you decide to pursue it, you know, you already kind of equipped at least to handle the first half of it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's probably the biggest challenges. We still got a lot to go. We only 5 episodes in. You know, we got a lot to learn. I'm sure there's probably more shit we're going to come across, but right now, that's probably the basic we can probably give y'all, truthfully speaking.
Yeah, I think another thing too, at least for me, is like, you know, I was a little concerned about, you know, what I say, how I say certain things, you know, even with the cussing. And then I kind of just realized, like, I'm just going to do me and be me, you know what I'm saying? And if, again, based off of like the feedback and stuff we get, things like that, like if I feel like it's good feedback, then definitely I'll take heed to it. But if it's feedback that I think like I just disagree with, and I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I'm doing as far as my part on the pod and giving my point of views and things like that. So for the most part, I've been getting a lot of good feedback. You've been getting a lot of good feedback. So as long as we continue to keep pushing out this great content, pushing out these dope ass episodes, I mean, sky's the limit at that point. So
everybody lying. They just telling us that.
Oh, it's all cap. It's all cap.
I ain't believing until the numbers show. You know what I'm saying? Till the numbers get higher, then I believe it. Right now, y'all just saying that shit could be good. I appreciate the lies.
I do think the homie was capping on us a couple of weeks ago. Last week. I think he was capping on us a little bit.
Which one was that?
V. He's just like, oh, y'all shit dope, got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
that's
bro.
Mr. Wave. That's Mr. Wave cap right there. He gonna cap everything, but
no, I'm just fucking with you, V.
Nah, but right now the biggest challenge is y'all motherfuckers not subscribing to our YouTube. Everything Wavy the podcast. Let's take a break. High Tide Part 2. This week's second High Tide shout out goes out to the Breadwinner clothing line. Shout out to the CEO T Stacks. Breadwinner clothing is a luxury loungewear, stylish and comfy. They got fly clothes for men, women, and children. You can check out the IG page at Tunnel Vision. That's TUNLVIZHUHN. Plus, be on the lookout for their second line, Paper Chasing, dropping real soon. You know what they say. You can't be about your money if you ain't paper chasing on the road to being a breadwinner. So y'all make sure y'all check them out and copy our merch. And let them know that the fellas over here at Everything Wavy sent you. And that was this week's High Tide. Again, we love support, but we also love giving support to up-and-coming businesses as well. So if you or someone you know looking for a shout out, tap in. It's enough for us all to eat. You feel me? So with that being said, man, let's get into some music.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la.
Man, with that being said, new music is out. A lot of albums dropped this week. Some people dropped some loosies as well. Some anticipated albums, also came out. One of the ones I've been rocking in the last couple of days is Rowdy Rich. Live Life Fast?
Yeah, Live Life Fast.
It's a pretty good album. I like it. I got a couple songs on there I fuck with or whatever. I'm seeing mixed reviews, people, as always, hold people to their last album as far as the standard goes. But, I think Roddy took a different approach on this album, and a lot of the songs is good, if you ask me, you know what I mean? So I got my favorites. I like Thailand. I like the one with Jamie Foxx. I like the one with Lil Baby. I think it's called Move to Miami. You know what I'm saying? The one with Future, All Good. That shit knocks. Hibachi with Kodak Black is also dope. So I got my little favorites, and Paid My Dues with Takeoff. That's probably the one I've been playing the most. I don't know, something about that one just comes on hard. Have you checked it out yet?
Yeah, I've been listening to it. I don't really have a favorite just yet. I'm probably on my second run on the album, playing it again, kind of paying more attention to the lyrics and things like that. But for the most part, it's a pretty good album. Again, I don't really have a favorite at this moment, but I'm going to keep it in rotation.
Right. Young Blue dropped a little EP, No I'm Not Okay. About 4 songs on it. It's pretty good. I think about 4 or 5 songs on it. It's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He got a nice little voice to him, you know what I mean, the way he's singing stuff. So it's I guess something to give us for the time being. So I'm not mad at that. Your boy Bobby Shmurda dropped Shmoney, you know what I'm saying, featuring Rowdy and Quavo. You know what I'm saying? Got my nigga on the balcony shaking them hips, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's just his thing, brother. I'm a support.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Yeah. I definitely support it. I fuck with it. I'm just, maybe I gotta start practicing some moves like that. But it's a good song, you know what I mean? I think this is one of the better ones as opposed to the last 2 he dropped, Splash and the Cartier. I actually like this one, so I fuck with it or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Shout out to Smurda. ESTG. He dropped his deluxe album for Bigger Than Life After Death. Gave us some more songs. I fuck with that. You know what I mean? He got some good shit on there, bruh. I can't say enough about how dope he is, man. So if y'all still ain't on his wave, man, y'all need to get on it. That boy nice, man. And Alicia Keys, man, she been around making her rounds around doing interviews and shit. And I guess because she got an album out called Keys, she's kind of redoing some of her old songs along with a couple of new songs as well. I'm still kind of listening to it because I haven't been in the mood to really listen. It's like piano playing and so, but one of my favorite songs is the one with her and Sway Lee called Lala or some shit like that, whatever.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That shit good. I like that one, you know what I mean? But other than that, man, she definitely put out, I think it's about 2 discs worth of, music on that album. So it's a lot to listen to. So I'm going to take my time with that, while I'm cleaning the house up or some shit. So yeah, man, that's some good shit. You got anything else on your end? Any new music?
Nah, but yeah, as you mentioned, the deluxe album from SCG, I gotta get that. I've never really been a big fan of his. Or I'm not gonna say I wasn't a big fan of his, but I've never really listened to his music before until you started putting me on game to him. So I'm kind of catching up with some of his old shit, and now making my way to some of the newer music.
He's so hard. You know what I mean? Pause. You know what I mean? But I got a sleeper. It's a gentleman by the name of Samo, Samo, Smino. I follow one of those accounts on IG, and they posted his like little clip of him like singing a song or whatever, which made me go look up some of his other songs, and he got a song called Rice and Gravy. That shit is so hard to me. I think it's R&B, but it could be a little bit of neo soul with some rap in it or whatever. He definitely got a nice swag to him, and you know what I'm saying, the way he's singing that song.
Did you say it's called Nice and Gravy?
Rice.
Oh, Rice and Gravy.
Rice and Gravy, yeah.
Okay.
His name is Simo, Smino. So check that out too, man. I know you want to do some new music. Yeah, so that's my sleeper right there. I don't know shit about him. I just saw a little clip and was liking what I saw and looked up some more music from him. And he got an Andre 3000 type of singing vibe to him too. You know what I mean? So not saying he got bars like him, just more so that way Andre kind of used to sing and rap a little bit. So y'all check him out. If y'all know more about it, you know, let me know. But this is my first of hearing him, but I'm impressed so far. So check that out.
All right, I'm gonna peek that out.
Right. So, you know, while we on music and shit, man, and being that it's Christmas week, you got any favorite all Christmas songs?
I got a couple. Are we listing them? Want me to list it?
Yeah. If you got a five, you got top five, maybe top five Christmas songs of all time.
Top five. Okay. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I like the Luther version myself. That's my favorite.
Okay.
This Christmas, I know a lot of people rock with the Chris Brown one, which is dope, but I like the Donny Hathaway version. Like more of the old school version.
Okay. So
Silent Night, Temptations. Let It Snow, Boys to Men.
You ain't heard my version of Silent Night yet, have you?
What's up?
You ain't heard my version of Silent Night, huh?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
sure I've heard it before. And then my last one is Give Love on Christmas Day, the Jackson 5.
Okay. A lot of old school. Okay, I fucked with that. Yeah, me, man, Boys and Men, Let It Snow. That's like a classic right there. I like the CB version of This Christmas.
Okay.
You know, your boy Neo, you know, I Want to Come Home. That's a good ass Christmas song. The Jackson 5, Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. And then, of course, Jackson 5, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I think I like those two a lot because the way they sing it. You know what I mean? Like they really, Joe Jackson really put his foot in that one to make them sing that one. So I like those. So those are my top five Christmas songs that I could put in rotation.
Yeah, that Santa Claus is Coming to Town. That won't be rocking.
Do anybody even got Christmas albums out? Like nobody make Christmas albums no more. You know?
I mean, actually, no. There is a few. I mean, Christmas albums, if I'm not mistaken.
It seemed like nobody want to touch the Christmas stuff because of Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying? She got Christmas on a lot.
I don't think nobody you can't fade Mariah when it comes to the Christmas joint. She definitely owns that. But I think people still either drop, like, maybe not a whole album, but they may drop like a hot Christmas single or something like that.
I need Drake and the Baby to do a Christmas album. I don't know why those two would be funny making a Christmas album. I think they should do that shit.
Wait.
I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
It's random.
Yeah,
random as hell, but I don't know. Either they make it or I make an album. One of the two.
Oh, Lord.
I'm trying to get paid like Mariah Carey because she every year, boy, that song come on in all the stores and she back on number one on all the Billboard charts.
Man, I was in Target earlier and that song came on and you just see people in there, you know, shopping, kind of bobbing their head, a few people singing the lyrics. I'm like, that's just a classic. She owns that, bro.
Right. So, yes. Well, speaking of Christmas, let's go into movies and TV. Now, we talked about top five top five songs when it comes to Christmas. Do you have any top five Christmas movies of all time?
Hell yeah. I mean, okay, some of them might not be actual Christmas movies, but there's some that I like to watch, like during the Christmas time. So Home Alone is definitely the first one, classic, and Home Alone 1 and 2. So let me be clear with that. Funny enough, some people will debate that this is a Christmas movie or it's not a Christmas movie, but Die Hard. I know.
I mean, it took place on Christmas, so therefore, it qualifies. Yeah. All right.
The Best Man Holiday is a really good one. I like watching that.
Yeah, that was a good one. You drop a tear at the end?
Yeah, most definitely. Friday After Next.
Man, forever classic.
And Almost Christmas. And then like a number 6 is like This Christmas was a good one too. But Almost Christmas is making the top 5.
Okay. Not bad. We got some of the same. I got Almost Christmas on mine as well. Friday After Next. I got Ernest Saves Christmas. I don't know if you remember Ernie, the little goofy guy, whatever, like a mechanic or some shit. I used to love that when I was younger. Home Alone 2 was my favorite. Lost in New York. That shit right there was fucking, that's probably one of the best ones, especially in that scene and when he in the basement and he get electrocuted. Oh my God. Classic. And then Bad Santa 1 and 2. That threw me for a fucking loop when that movie first came out. For them to take Santa Claus and take the Christmas spirit and turn it so raw and rated R. Yeah, that shit was amazing. Bernie Mac in it, the little midget from Friday in it. Man, the little fat kid. We can't do no wrong with that. So Bad Santa is definitely on my to-do list.
That's a good one.
So that was movies. All right. What about TV shows? You know what I'm saying? Every fucking Christmas, season, they start playing the reruns of all the Christmas episodes. Yeah. And I had a chance to catch up on some and just forgot, motherfuckers really have some funny ass episodes. But off the top of the dome, you know what I'm saying? You got any Christmas episodes that you can recall?
Yeah. So I know we played the little clip from Martin with the dude singing La 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 La. So that one, I think it's a Holiday Blues episode.
Right.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Deck the Halls episode. I recently just watched this one last night, which is the Jamie Foxx one. Christmas Day, Deja Vu.
Yeah, that was
the Wayans Brothers, Psycho Santa. And then the Boondocks, a Huey Freeman Christmas. That one's a classic for me, bro. I love the Boondocks.
Dear Santa, you a bitch ass nigga. Right, man. That's mine for sure, man. Wayans Brothers, Psycho Santa, definitely. Jamie Foxx, Christmas Day. We got the same ones. Fresh Prince. Yeah, we pretty much got the same ones. You know what I mean? Definitely all those are classics or whatever, bro. You can't go wrong. Martin got a second one too, the one where he was a TV show host and the dude came in there with the bombs on his body and shit. He wanted his ex-wife back.
Oh yeah. That was a good one too.
I forgot the name of that one, but that was a good ass one too. You know what I'm saying?
He actually had another one where he had to dress up as Santa Claus for the kids in the hospital.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that one. Yeah, that was classic when he had a little Christmas tree in the back of the door and the little snowballs. Splack. No, but yeah, those are some good ones, man. So if y'all got any Christmas movies or Christmas shows that we may have missed, let me know. I want to see because I want to watch them. I usually spend the last couple of days leading up to Christmas just watching all the old shows and shit. So any movies, any TV shows, or any song suggestions, let me know. So while I'm wrapping these gifts, you know what I'm saying, I can, vibe out to some Christmas music or whatever. Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Man. So aside from music though, we got to get up on our regular TV shows, can't forget those. Let's just go ahead and hit the main one that's been on fire right now. Power Book 2, man.
I knew it.
Ooh, man. I'm sure if y'all ain't caught up yet, spoiler alert, maybe fast forward a little bit, but y'all should be caught up now. It's damn near Wednesday. So what's up, man? What's up? Can I start off by saying I hate Zeke? I hate him as a character, but I love the guy who acts as Zeke because he plays the nigga so well that, you know what I mean? I can't stand him. Like, dude, well, how can you be so fucking dumb? I mean, he done pissed me off from day one the way he was acting, but ever since he went to the precinct and got questioned, from that point on, I'm just like, yeah, they got to off him at some point because I'm tired of him. Like, what's up with your boy, man?
I don't know. I honestly think like Mary, her character has been like quote unquote protecting Zeke, keeping him like away from the family business, and it makes him oblivious to like reality and what the fuck is going on. So he really don't know shit, bro. Like he don't know nothing.
None.
And nobody's like putting him up on game when shit changes and when shit happens. So to him, everything is quote unquote, all good. I get into a little situation. I'm gonna tell him I know this cop. I'm gonna hand him a little PBA card. I'm gonna say X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Cause to him, it's all gravy.
Yeah, I do feel like Mary should be like, once she starts seeing shit unravel, she should have had like another follow-up meeting with the family to let everybody know, what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
That right there was kind of on her. Like you told him, hey, give this card if you ever get in trouble. But, you had to tell him that old boy got killed. You know what I'm saying? But you could have just been like, look, that card is no good no more. And, blah, blah, blah. But,
right.
When I first started watching, I'm like, I literally thought, okay, the nephew is going to be their way out the game. That's why she protected him. He's going to make it to NBA. They're going to be good. Right. But I didn't know this was his fucking mama. Like, I was wondering too.
What kind of a cold bitch do you have to be to pretend to be your son's auntie? Like,
well, apparently it ain't by her husband, so she had to lie and keep from getting her ass killed. I'm sure what's the name? The dad's name? Totino? I'm sure his ass would have offed her ass.
Lorenzo.
You know what I'm saying?
Lorenzo.
I'm sure he would have offed her ass had he known she, had a kid with this nigga because they
my
thing all
is,
the same age.
Did she have the kid with old boy with Mecca while she was with Lorenzo, or was Mecca like before and then she got with Lorenzo but didn't know she was pregnant or some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but Zeke, he's a freshman in college. The girl, Diane, she damn near in that grade level to go to college too. Kane grown. Drew's also like grown. So like they all around the same age. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably maybe a couple years apart, but
I think Drew
I think
Drew might be the oldest, even older than Zeke. So you might be right.
Mm-hmm.
So then now, yeah. Okay.
If they're going to go deep into the real situation, I can see the dad maybe doing his first little bid in jail, and maybe that's when she fucked off and had another kid by another nigga because she probably thought, you know what I'm saying, some shit. And then afterwards, when he got out, they built their little family. Ain't no telling, but
okay. But let's rewind a little bit.
Talk about it.
When she was saying like, "Oh, you used to knock the trash cans over in front of my in front of my house," and my dad. It seems like they were talking when they were like young,
right?
So I still got the belief that Mecca was before Lorenzo, but maybe he came back through for a hot little second once Lorenzo went in. Who knows, bro? Yeah, I just don't see how you keep that lie up that fucking long.
I mean, you know how women are. women are way more, advanced when it comes to lying and keeping shit like that to the secret. This ain't unheard of. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas out there raising kids that ain't theirs. You know what I'm saying? So not to take it that deep, but yeah. Yeah, man. Fucking talk about a plot twist. I can't wait to see how this all plays out. But you know what I mean? Especially when she came in the house, saw niggas sitting on the table. Oh yeah. My God.
She was spooked.
You thought she saw a ghost.
She was spooked.
Oh man. But let's talk about the funny shit of this all. Fucking Tyree getting arrested, getting booked, and him receiving that envelope. Hey, man.
When the lawyer said, I was told to give this to you if you were ever booked or arrested for a homicide. Just that alone told you, kind of gave you an idea of like what was in that goddamn envelope, in my opinion.
Yeah, when they said that, I was like, oh shit, like, I figured he had something in place for him in case him getting killed, you know what I mean, how he killed his dad, in case that came back to haunt him. I thought maybe he would have had something in play to kind of, you know, maybe help him with that. And then my wife was like, I don't know. And then I kind of thought about it, like, why did he say some slick shit? And when I tell you, he opened the envelope up and said, little nigga, I knew you'd be here. Talk about, oh my God, I fell out laughing, dog. Like, to be in heaven and still cause problems, that is fucking hilarious, bro. Like, let me write this last little letter. Like, I know this little dumb nigga gonna do something dumb thinking he tough and gonna end up in this position. And when he do, I'm gonna tell him I told you so.
Now look,
man,
correct me if I'm wrong, right? Ghost got arrested in season 2, right? Or was it the end of season 2 going into season 3?
I think so.
Okay.
I can't keep up.
Okay. So they got Tariq getting arrested season 2. So does Tariq have the same intelligence like his father to get himself out of jail?
Well, of course, he don't have the same, because really Ghost, he did a lot of things to avoid getting in jail till he started involved in other shit. You know what I mean? That was out of his control. You know what I mean? But I think probably it's gonna be interesting to see how they spin this one off. You know what I mean? But
I think Method Man character and Sax for sure can get him out. But I'm just saying, as far as Tariq, like moving the pieces around, controlling it in order to make sure that he gets out.
What I caught from Tariq also, when he did with Mary J, when she had him at the courthouse holding him hostage and shit, he used stuff against her, like as far as telling the truth, as far as how, you know, Diane stole the money, how Drew with the gay boy, and how, you know, Kane did the sugar swapping and all that with the coke. Mm-hmm. I think Tariq keeps some shit like that in the tuck for everything and everybody. So his way of going to be getting out is he got something on Sax, probably. He got something on Method Man. You know what I mean? Like, I think he got something in the tuck where he going to be able to use as an alibi. The teacher as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, I don't want to say he's probably as witty, as smart as Ghost was, but he keeps something in the tuck just in case he got to use it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how he spins this one.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Now, my question also is Tasha coming back? You know, once you find out he got arrested?
No. I already told you. We're not seeing Tasha no more.
Okay.
I'm still sticking with
I don't know. I think she might come back like the last episode or some shit. But yeah, man, it's been good. I know a lot of people don't fuck with the show. You know what I'm saying? Tariq really got people to a point where they're in their feelings, but I like it, man. This is a twist. I didn't think he would get arrested this soon, so that's good to see. And I thought he more so would be arrested for the dealings and not an actual homicide. So, yeah. And now you're going to see his real value to Mary, because she's going to have to pull some things to get him out. You know what I mean? So it's going to be good these next few episodes, man. I can't wait to see how it goes.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
I'm more so looking forward to next year when Tommy's show drop, but we can discuss that more, you know what I'm saying, on later.
Yeah, the Force. That's going to be good. But other than that, man, just a couple of things. I know Spider-Man is out, man. That shit got everybody in a frenzy. I ain't seen it yet. Have you?
Oh, yeah. I've seen it. But I figured I'll wait till you see it, then we can really talk about it. But I will say this, though.
Days.
It's one of the best Spider-Man movies I've seen since Spider-Man 2, the original Spider-Man 2. And then it's up there with like one of the top like Marvel movies, like, you know, Black Panther or Avengers and things like that. It's that good.
That's a bold statement. I'm seeing people saying 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I ain't seen nobody. I saw one person that was a 7 out of 10, but I'm going to have to go watch a couple of the past ones real quick to get my memory refreshed, and then I'm going to have to watch this one, because I wasn't always a big Spider-Man fan. You know what I'm saying? I watched the movies, but I never watched them with that much passion like the way y'all motherfuckers got, you know. So I'm going to watch the last few ones, and then so I can get some ideas as far as what's going on, and then go from there. The last Spider-Man I seen was a cartoon one. So, I don't really know if that
Enter the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. So that's the last one I've seen. So I don't know how much that one had anything to do with this one, but let me go watch the old ones, then I'll get back with you on that one.
All right, for sure.
Other than that, man, I'm caught up on All American. Have you watched Swagger yet?
Yeah, Swagger actually, it's season ended, and I thought the season finale episode was pretty good.
Yeah, I hope they come back for season two.
Is going to be even more interesting now that they're like the number one team in the DMV. So I'm looking forward to that.
So do you think the coach took a bribe or took money back in his high school days?
No. What I think he did was, I think his boy was involved, the one that's in the NBA in the show.
Right.
I think his boy was involved, and I think at one point he was like looking to help his boy out, and then he changed his mind. But at that point, it was already too late.
Right. Okay. So it really was the homie, and then he's getting the blame for it. And by the way, the mom is on my last nerve. Like I see why
I can't
the
stand
husband
her
left
at
you.
all, and I hate to say that.
I see why he left you.
I hate to say that, but yeah, she is annoying as fuck.
Typical. She real typical in this, and I hate it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But it's a good ass show, man. I like that too, man. I'm just about to start season 2 on Amazon Prime for The Boys. I just put Chris onto it. Chris been watching it. Like, what is this? I'm like, man, that shit good, man. So I'm gonna catch up on season 2. I should be done with that one before the end of the year.
Yeah, the writers and creators of that show, I gotta applaud y'all, man, because it's weird, but it's good. It keeps you locked in. It's entertaining. You want to know what's gonna happen next. Like, they did their thing with that one.
Right. And then I just found out HBO Max got a DMX documentary, being that I think yesterday was his birthday. So, they got a documentary out on HBO Max. I'm going to check that one out too.
I'm planning on watching it.
I heard it was real good, so if y'all ain't seen it already, check it out. Touch back with us and let us know if it's worth the watch, but, yeah. Those are our movie and TV show recaps.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Some shows are still going, but no, that was good. I talking about the Power one though, like that. You're right. That is the hot show right now. And for those that haven't watched season 1 or caught up on season 2, please, check it out. Just give it a chance.
Yeah. It's worth it. Oh man, on that note, let's go ahead and take a break. Yo. So, man, we're 5 episodes in now. At this point, I think we're family. So with that being said, now that we're family, I think we deserve a gift. Don't you think?
Hell yeah.
What y'all think? I think y'all deserve a gift too. Another episode next week. But a good gift for us would be for y'all to follow our IG page, Everything Wavy _ the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Follow our Twitter. We trying to get that back active again too. Everything Wavy, all one word. Make sure y'all repost. Make sure y'all share, like, comment on the pages. Again, that'd be like the ultimate gift for us. So if y'all could do that for us, I think Santa Claus will agree. We have been good this year. What you think, you?
Yeah, man. Not to mention, subscribe to our YouTube, Everything Wavy, the podcast. Listen to all our episodes and give us your honest rating, your honest opinion. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think, if you're feeling it, if you're not feeling it. Topics and things you want us to discuss. The more, the merrier.
Man, for real. Silent night, wheezy night, young moonlight, babe, all this girl.
This nigga, man.
What kind of shit is that?
My fault, y'all. No, but for real, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. You know what I'm saying? It's a little gift to y'all. Try and keep the Christmas spirit going. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. You know, I hope y'all butt naked by the fireplace, drinking cocoa with a little mistletoe. And hopefully you got somebody there with you. If not, hopefully y'all got some Christmas mint lotion and a full charge battery.
Yo, this nigga.
No, but again, thank y'all for listening, man. You know, it's Christmas, y'all. We only were down 2 weeks before the new year comes, so let's end this one off with a bang, man. So once again, y'all, wavy Christmas to the Everything Wavy family. For real, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, be sure to hold your loved ones tight. You know, let them know that you love them. Let them know that you care for them. Let them know that you're there for them. Always check on them. The mental and everything. You know, that's what the holidays is for. To be with your family, to enjoy each other. So, with all that being said, Mike, go ahead and take us away.
There's a lot of podcasts out there, but none of them as wavy as us. Peace and blessings until next time.
Y'all have a safe and wavy Christmas. Peace.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.